I'm good. I think we're here. In name. Good morning, gamers. It is quite early. 8 a.m. For some. I've been doing a lot of renovation side work, and I was like, you know what? There's this game I want to try. So let's give it a whirl. I actually did put 30 minutes into it, and it felt like it had the personality that I do really like in games. I was like, I think this needs more people seeing it. I was kind of disappointed to see that it only had 152 Steam reviews, because it was pretty funny and casual. Not that I think casual games are just inherently going to attract more people, but they're like more accessible, right? I mean, making a blobber game, some kind of RPG that's really accessible, I feel like warrants, and it's kind of, it reminds me of like it reminds me of the games I played when I was a child, like Pajama Sam, and like they had these storybook games when you were a kid, and you could click on everything and kind of like walk around. I don't know, it's got like a really comfy vibe to it. So this is not a very challenging. I mean, at least I don't think it's going to be a challenging game. It itself advertises itself as comfy yet challenging. But in the 30 minutes I played, it was not that challenging. So I'm kind of curious to see. So I figured, we'll take a break from the physical labor of the real world, and I'm going to endeavor to play something more simple. And it also looks like they are working on their second one already now, too. It'll come out next year. So like a continuation. Ooh, you got some dark screens here. I don't know if we're going to find that kind of stuff in this game. Heroes of the Underworld. It's actually really funny because I've been reading a bunch of Dungeons & Dragons first edition history stuff, and then the white box release of Dungeons & Dragons, it gives rules for like the Underworld, which is like all the... Because originally Dungeons & Dragons was just a game of dungeoning. There wasn't like much else from my understanding. It was purely dungeoning. Your experience came from treasure. Pretty interesting. And I did get some of the wizardry games too. So perhaps we'll endeavor to play I don't know if those are stream games. We'll see. I feel like I'd be horrible at this. I was reading some stuff and people were like, yeah, you gotta read the manual. You gotta know how the game works. Looks ancient, but we can give it a shot. Anyways, without any preamble. Oh, dude, Steve, welcome. How are you? All right, a stream, bro. Dude, I'm counting down the days till the 23rd, dude. Till we do our Jumping Steve stream. I'm actually pretty geeked about it. And I'm also geeked to see if I can see how many of the 77 achievements I could get. I was like, oh man, there's a lot to do. So anyways, no more preamble. Let's give Heroes of the Seven Islands a shot. I really do love the aesthetic of this game. It's like, I think what they did is they hand drew it. I think that I saw it in one of the posts. They hand drew the game and then like drew over it in digital or something like that. It looked like this. After 2 years, a CRPG I drew by hand on paper is released. It does really have this like super friendly, entertaining like look to it. I really love the look. It's like, I don't think you could have achieved this without tracing over your drawings. I don't know, it just wouldn't look the same with a mouse. So, yeah. Dude, I'm really excited. Jumping Steve, that's me. Yeah, if you don't remember, Brent, welcome. How are you? But first off, the Jumping Steve is Steve's game, and I've played it a few times. I got 4 hours in it, but the achievements weren't working when I played it. So, it's jumping. Yeah, he's the illustrious creator of Jumping Steve. Those few episodes where I just rant for hours about random stuff while jumping on crows. There's something us guys that make games about jumping that have in common, There's something there. It's like a club of people. I don't know how it is. Which means, Brent, you got to make a jumping game. It doesn't matter what jumping game is. It's just got to be a jumping game. How are you guys doing this morning? I guess it's not morning for you. It's like, what, midday for you, Steve, and end of the night for you, Brent? All right. I'm sorry, I'm lollygagging around. I do appreciate... I do appreciate a good introduction to a book, though. All right, we're going to do a new game. I did play 30 minutes of this. So, a terrible event has just occurred. Furax, the indestructible, fleshless carcass and soulless body, has arrived through an interdimensional rift in the colorful, carefree world of Emeralia. Emeralia? I don't know. Emeralia. I don't know if I like that pronunciation. Okay. To spread sadness and despair. Oh no, the worst thing a villain can do. Sadness and despair. Look at him, menacingly holding his blade. Not worrying about a cut finger at all because he's a skeleton. Difficult. Nothing seems to be able to stop him. His influence grows every day. Many disciples join him, and nightmare creatures appear on all continents. I want you to keep in mind the emphasis on nightmare creatures, because these things look so derpy, bro. They're like the derpiest things I've ever seen. I don't think I'd call them nightmare creatures by any stretch, but maybe to the, carefree citizens of Emeralia, that it's, maybe it is a nightmare creature. It's the worst possible thing that could happen. These derpy-ass looking bugs. According to the prophecy, only the Oracle could defeat him, but he retired centuries ago to find him. Retired centuries ago to find him. The 7 keys held by the 7 rulers of the 7 islands of the Emerald Archipelago must be gathered. 4 heroes, the bravest of the brave, are chosen for this quest. The future of Emeralia is in their hands. This is also interesting because I wouldn't expect an Oracle to defeat the big bad guy. Usually, the Oracle is a step in the hero's journey, so that's kind of funny. They're usually the wise man that leads you a little bit on your journey. So for them, the Oracle themselves to undertake the task of killing the big bad is kind of a funny gimmick. Almost bedtime. Yeah, 1 p.m. Okay, I got it right. It's okay. You know what? I understand you guys. It's midday. It's end of the night, but I'm going to name a character after each of you guys since you're here. So, first one's going to be Steve. Second one's going to be Brent. Tell me what class you want to be before you go to bed. We got Battle Mage, Barbarian, Knight, Sorcerer, Druid, Monk, Thief, Assassin, Minstrel. Okay, so I do know that one of these characters has got to be a Monk, because that was OP as fuck. We have to have... was it a monk? I think it was no, it wasn't a monk. Was it monk? Maybe it was a minstrel. I don't even remember. I did full random and just started roaming. I just did full random and started roaming. I gotta figure out who I'm gonna name the rest of these guys. Was it minstrel? There was somebody I had that was like my heal slave. And I think he had high willpower. Maybe it was monk. Druid? It definitely wasn't druid. Yeah, I think I'm going to go monk. Relying on the prayer and meditation. Yeah, we're going to do a monk. Minstrel or monk? Oh, perfect. Alright. Brent's going to be our heal slave. I'll change your portrait. We have some options here. We have some options. What the fuck is that, dude? Oh my god. I kind of like this guy. They're all great in their own way. Oh wow, the fish is glorious too. God, we have a giraffe too. No shoulders. That's glorious. Steve was always a healer in these games. Am I a snake or the top part of a peach? That's a great question. What animal do you guys feel like you identify with? Does any of these strike a number with you? Do you feel this one, Steve? Do you? Well, we got 2 healers. Maybe I'll make Steve the minstrel and then Brent the monk, and we'll see how that goes. The art is awesome. I really love it. It's super good. Okay, and then to fill out our party, maybe we need a barbarian, because we got 2 healers. Well, monk is like a fighter, too. Barbarian? Assassin had an ability where it was like a 30% chance to just insta-kill an enemy. That was really funny to me. I wonder if he can use that on the final boss, so maybe we'll do an... Oh, this guy looks like an assassin. All right, Steve, you like the bird? Okay, and then Brent, what do you feel like you like? Do you got a picture here that you got an animal? You got a zodiac animal that I'm Year the rat, so I'd probably do a rat for myself. Maybe this one for you. Are you feeling that? You feeling the dynasty? You feeling the ancient, primordial Australia? It's just 2 birds for both of you guys. Why do they have a bug in here, bro? That's you like the bird? Okay, as long as you like the bird, that's great. I'm gonna get, wow, there's like an old, I guess lizards kind of do look like that. What even is this though? Like for real, I gotta know. Let me check these stats. We got strength. Yeah, the stats are map on very smallly. Okay, we can talk about that later. What is his ability? +5 strength and -3 endurance. That's kind of cool. Okay. What am I choosing for the barbarian? What looks like a barbarian? Oh, but the knight was so good too. Fuck. Do I do a barbarian? What is the knight's ability? Oh my god. No, that's so much better. It's like glass cannon or not. No, we're doing a knight. We're doing a knight and an assassin. Because I remember the knight had like pretty good damage roll. Oh man. Yeah, that's what we gotta do. We gotta do a knight. It doesn't matter. I think I could conquer the game regardless of it, but that looks like a snail or a slug. I'm an ox, which is right after the rat, but I'm happy to be any funny looking creature. Alright, I'm gonna close my eyes, and I'm gonna click, and then whatever it lands on, we're gonna stop gambling. Fucking giraffe it is, bro. You guys got giraffes in Australia? You got the raft down there? Alright, and then our knight. He needs to look capable and strong and forward thrustingly protected. Yeah, I don't know why. Why am I even going through any of this? I already know what I wanted. Perfect. Oh, he needs a name. Who do I want to name after? I have so many options. I have so many options. Alright, I think what I'm going to do, since I've been playing all of Speedos' games, I got to name one of these after him. So who do I think he is? Do I think he's a knight or an assassin? I'm actually going to do him as the knight. We have one giraffe in Australia. I'm going to do Addo for the assassin. Addo shows up pretty frequently. And also he assassinates me with those fucking Sudoku puzzles. So if you're watching, that's why I'm naming this one after you. Perfect. Alright. Let us start our adventure. After some preparations and a smooth boat crossing, the heroes land on Azure Island. Azure? How do you even say that word? I know it means blue, but one of the 7 islands in the Emerald Archipelago. Look, man, I got Archipelago right, so you gotta give me some breaks. Alright, so how this game works, we got our characters, which is kind of weird, but you can only see the numbers if you roll over them, but whatever, I'll get used to it. Alright. Got some stats. Whatever, we'll just get into battle. Basically, we're going to be walking around killing stuff. Greetings, travelers. You are here on Azure Island, one of the 7 islands of the Emerald Archipelago. I see you already have a map. You can use it to explore the surroundings. May the gods protect you. Well, the people in this game specifically put this sign here so I can utilize it. So we're going to start with that. You're Australian? No wonder your games are often. Am I not a part of the party yourself? No, I can't be a part of the party. Because I'm the guy that. Because then that's weird, right? Because then I'm leading the party in some capacity, but then I'm also a part of the party. No, I can't do that. I have to have the emotional investment of my friends going into the fray and me unable to do anything but command them for the meantime. That's kind of how I feel about these games. Actually, when we were playing Wizardry when we were camping, we named all of the characters after like a random drug that exists. So one of the characters was like Ozempic and stuff. It was really funny. It was a pretty good bit. All right, I guess we're gonna start by going to the prairie. Oh no! A disciple of Firax blocks your way. He's holding his sword in a downward thrust. Damn, dude, he's got 32 health. Holy shit! I have the emotional investment of my friends. Okay, I guess we're going to start the battle. I think we can handle a 3-skull difficulty. +1 for each enemy. +1 point for each average enemy level above the party level. -0.5 for each average. I'm glad they explain everything. That's what I really like about this game is everything is explained. Like, super easily. Alright. We're going to try to kill the Disciple of Firax. How much damage does Addo do? 2 to 4. 90% success. Or we could take the gamble, 30% success rate, to insta-kill the enemy. I think Addo's got this. He fucking missed. Holy shit. It's the last time I trust a gamble. Alright, Steve's got 2 to 4 damage, but he's also got the song, increase group dexterity, and then restore 5 magical points to each person. And then he has enemies take 2 to 4 damage if we use Cacophony, but that minuses 2, so we can use that twice. We're just going to do a swing. Alright, and then Uri. We're definitely doing the group guardian thing because that gives everybody extra endurance. Damn. Also, I turned off the music for this game, so if you're wondering why it's so silent, because I don't like music in games. So you're going to have to deal. I couldn't stand it. I might turn it back on later, actually. If you guys can't handle the sea. Oh, don't worry, Brent. We're going to get the carrots. Yeah, actually, a lot of the weird stuff you see, like hiding around here, you can actually click on outside of the battle. They don't do anything during the battle, though, because it's just used as like a background. But yeah, we can actually click on all this stuff. Alright, what do we want to do? Should I just swing to kill? Spellbook? Yeah, that's right. Okay, so first aid ritual is what I was using to heal a lot. So I'm glad I picked monk. We can't use assassinate again, so we're going to just swing. Missed! Oh, no. We don't have any mana. I think we win this. If we just swing out. Oh, yeah, we definitely win. I don't know why I was taking way too many steps. And then you also get a panache score at the end of each round, which is really funny. Multi-kill in one hit gives more panache. I don't know. Does panache give us more rewards? I presume that's what it does. It doesn't actually say what panache does. But everybody lived. Alright, so now we're going to collect the carrots. And then we're going to collect whatever this is. Common mushroom. Okay. We need meditation novice to meditate under the totem's forces. Okay, well, keep that in mind. We can also climb the tree. Okay, we need 2 more dexterity for the total party before we can do that. Let's see what this is. Hello, friends. Thanks for getting rid of the fanatic in front of my door. Have you seen the totem? They can be found all over the archipelago. I've never understood what they are for. It could have been a demonic totem, and this guy's just leaving it outside. What the hell? He's like, yeah, I don't know what the totem's for. It's just been a landmine, actually, that could fall on me at any moment. A trap left over from some old, ancient race. Alright, let me go back to the map. Basically, you just walk around, kill stuff at the best of your ability. So, since everybody's kind of dead... Oh, actually, hold on. We're pretty close on EXP. Alright, here's what we're going to do. Brent, you're going to heal us. Heal the party. So, he's got 12 HP. We should heal him, too. Okay, now you're out of mana, but that's fine. If we get another 9 EXP, we can level up. And then we'll be stronger. So let's do that. Where do I want to go? I did already complete the first island in 30 minutes. So I just got to remember how I did that. And we'll be set. Make sure we grab our ingredients. Actually, I think the stuff in the forest was easier. Yeah. Yeah, these are the nightmare creatures the game was referring to. These things. A Smurf. Smurf. Alright, it's got some difficulty, but I think we can win. Alright, we're going to hit it with the assassinate on this guy. Missed. Okay, 30% chance. We've missed 2 of them. I expect the 3rd one to hit. That's how it's got to work. Alright, Steve. 2 to 4 damage for everyone. Sounds like a good move. Oh, but we get more panache if we... Okay, I got to keep that in mind. Group Guardian. Protect the whole group. And then... Monk spell book? We don't have mana for that. Okay. What do we kill first? This guy heals shit, so I think we got to kill him. Yeah, look at dude. He just recovered all the... What am I... Wait, he has that techniques. Attack with panache. Adds 25 panache. Do 4 damage. Well, there's no reason not to use that. It's a guaranteed 4 damage. And then you have dexterity. And we can give back mana to everyone. I don't think we need that for this fight. I think we can just swing out and just... Yeah, we got this. Nice. That was a big hit, dude. Perfect. Victory. Open the chest. Jester's shoes. 1 dexterity. This game is very, very casual and comfy. That is a very good description for it. Alright, I know there's a fight over there. I think there's bugs over here, but let's just go level up since there is no disadvantage to leveling up. Bar service, we have a shipment of wild beer and swamp kombucha. Private events on request. If you have something to celebrate, well, we're going to celebrate. Level 2. Alright. So the stats, the ability scores here. So strength determines attack damage. 1 point equals 1 point of damage. Look at that. Maps on easily, dude. Basically, we can always guarantee if we want more damage, we just put it in strength. Dexterity, increased chance to hit the enemy and evade hits. Spell power, resistance to magic. 1 point of magic or energy. Attack order. And then endurance. I honestly think endurance is probably the most useless stat. Only because you're better off putting into strength so you can kill the enemy faster. Like, the 1-to-1 of damage, even if it's technically a range, right? Because it increases the maximum roll possible for your damage thing. But that's always going to be more beneficial than 0.33 of endurance. I think I would have done a different stat for this. I don't think there's any reason to put anything into endurance unless there's an endurance check later, like that tree we were trying to climb up. So I'm going to avoid our constitution endurance mapping. So what we're going to do instead, so this is Steve the Minstrel. What do I want him to have? I feel like I'm going to do intelligence for the magic. Oh, but this gives more energy. I want him to have more energy. Energy is what I'm looking for. Yeah, makes sense to you. Okay. I'm glad my logic checks out, right? Because if you can just kill the threat faster, then it doesn't make sense to do endurance. Because that's basically 1/3 of the possibility of that. All right. So Steve going to get smarter? Or is he going to get more willpower? More wisdom? Spell power and resistance to magic. I feel like I'm going to do willpower. Or should I just do strength because I'm swinging everybody out? No, we're going to do strength. Everybody's getting strength. Brent, actually, no, sorry. Brent, you're getting willpower. Yeah, you're our healer. You need willpower. He's getting strength for sure. And then he's getting strength for sure. Oh, actually, do we do dexterity? So we can do the dexterity check later? Yeah, let's do that. No, I need strength. Everybody needs strength. We just need more damage. 150. Don't try and sell me your lousy equipment. What does this do? Intelligence +2? Brent can learn meditation. he's going to learn meditation. That's what we're doing. Hear that, Brent? If you want to work with your character and be cohesively united, you have to learn meditation. Make sure you get that figured out. I need you to be able to meditate at all times. And what is this? Armor? Learn armor novice? What does armor novice do? Oh, can wear light armor. Okay, well, we don't have access to armor yet, so I'm not going to worry about that. But everybody will be meeting the 5 strength requirement for that at some point, so... Okay. Then we go back, and we endeavor to the woods. I think there's a 3 battle over here. Oh, God, it's a 5 battle. Oh, shit, it's difficulty 5. I'll beat all my enemies through meditation. That's exactly what I want to hear. Can we win this? I don't know if we can beat this. They're all level 1. I don't have the damage output. Ah, fuck it. Let's try it. What's the worst that could happen? This is like maximum difficulty, though. They don't have a healer, though. Dude, if I could get a 30% assassinate, this fight is going to be so much more manageable. But how much attack does he do? He does 3 to 6 damage, bro. That's like half of these guys' health. No, we gotta gamble. It has to gamble. I fucking missed. I missed. Okay. Cacophony is 3 to 5 damage to everything, though. Nice. Good job, Steve. And how much damage? Wait. 3 to 5. You can pray. Oh, heal the entire group. I didn't realize we had that. You're gonna swing. I mean, group guardian. We need everybody to live, so plus 6 endurance seems really good. Oh yeah, they do nothing. Piddly damage. Pittance. Oh, we're cooking them, bro. Wait, how did you take 2 damage? Oh, somebody else swing? What? The fuck is that? Are we poisoned? Or bleeding? Oh, shit. Oh, that's horrible. We got a clock on us. Okay. We're going to kill the Smurfs first. Oh, no. Your Uriah's getting low. Steve can pray for us, though. Actually, he can just heal Uriah. Let's do that. What? 10 damage? Holy shit. Giga damage. How do we even heal bleeding? Maybe it'll stop after the fight? Okay, we won, but at what cost? Is everybody still bleeding? A few minutes after the battle. Yeah, sorry, bro. We're bleeding. I think we need to figure that out for... Oh, we're almost level up, though. Alex Camtard, herbalist on a walk in the woods. Hyacinth. What is this? Demon berries. Ah, looks like this part of the forest is safer now. Was this guy just hiding in the corner, waiting for us to finish the battle so that he could continue his leisurely walk? Ah, looks like this forest is safer now. Thanks, bro. You can join the battle and help us out? Throw a potion or something? Jesus. I'm Alex Camtard, amateur herbalist, and a rare potion maker in my spare time. Would you be interested in a little work for me? I don't know. Tell me more. Here we are. I've already got a few ingredients for a unique potion. If you bring me 10 alchemical ingredients, I could make enough for you and me. 1 for you, 1 for me. How's that? Why'd you repeat that? That sounds like weird, dude. Yeah, sure, we'll do it. Thank you very much, adventurers. You'll find the ingredients all over the islands. Come back when you found 10. How many do I got now? I got 5? Okay. Yeah, we'll be coming back. We'll be coming back. Anything else I can click on over here? They must be spiky. Honestly, you're right. They must be spiky or something. Oh, daisies. Alchemical ingredients. Did someone knock? Hey, are you the 4 heroes who've come to find the Oracle? Hurry, expectations are high and your reputation is slipping a little every day. I just started, bro. Who's this guy? An ostrich? Who cares? A bad reputation raises prices at merchants, and don't steal anything from nobles or notables. Word will get around. I'm not saying you're thieves or something, but you know how it is. Jesus, dude. Faith from public opinion? How demoralizing. These people are not, they don't have my best interest at heart at all. Do I want to go deeper? I don't think we can go deeper yet. Can we go deeper, though? How much can Brent heal? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Chad healer. Oh, yeah. We're so good. Wait. Steve can play us a song. A song of recovery. Oh, my God. And then Brent can heal himself. Oh, this is gaming, bro. Oh, nice. And then wait. Steve can play another song of recovery. Perfect. All right, we're venturing deeper. What the fuck is this? Do we gotta remember this? Can you guys even hear that? Let me turn it up. Let me turn it up more. Fucking weird. Mini apple tree? Yeah, sure, I'll take that. Oh, wait, do I gotta play this? I feel like I gotta play this. But wait, I don't have... No, I got the notes, right? Where do I start? Is this C? So it's like... Wait. Up. And then back. And then... Oh! 10 EXP by playing the song! Nice! I didn't actually do that in my first playthrough. I didn't even realize. I was like, oh, why are there... These are just shit you can click on. Whatever. Dude, 10 EXP for free? Can I do it again? Nothing happens. You already played the song. What a fucking... What a cheapskate, bro. Immediately disgruntled. Can I click on this hole? No. Alright, cool. The bird gives it nothing else in here. Okay. This guy here. Okay, I got it. Maybe we visit the castle. I forgot. We have a quest to do. My son, Childbert, lost his crown while playing in the ruins of Castle Now with his friends. If you find it, I will give you my key to the oracle. Lost his crown, bro? Thank you for your help, adventurers. Be careful. I've heard that the ruins are full of smurfs. These creatures are truly repugnant. Repugnant is a word for them. Goodbye. Her dog is the heir to the throne. Wait a minute. This dog isn't... Did they start like this and then get bipedal? I wasn't thinking about the logistics of this. Do they grow up and then can stand? Is it like not sentient? Is there some kind of alchemical or scientific process that turns them... I have so many questions. Personal trunk? We need lockpicking. Oh, I don't think I have any... Maybe the assassin can learn lockpicking. Queen's throne? I stole $10 from the queen? Decorative shield, no interest. The queen just doesn't even care, bro. She left like 10 coins in her couch, and I'm just stealing it in front of her. Like, oh, can you get the crown? Hold on, let me pilfer through these pillows first. We have 5 meals. I didn't realize that. I didn't play the game long enough. We must have to use meals for health or for resting or something. That's my presumption. Okay, we got 7 keys. Find the okay. It looks like it keeps everything in track. Oh! Occasional event. What is this? Baruch Dougherty, the traveling merchant. Hello, heroes. I am Baruch Dougherty, a traveling merchant. You don't have much to offer you, but a bunch of foxes bought almost everything from me. I've still got a few vials. Restores 10 health points for $5? Fuck it, dude. Nothing more of value in the shop. Well, I'll determine that. He's talking about the repugnant to a part of a turkey, a giraffe, a dinosaur, and an overweight Jack Russell. Yeah, it's true. He's like, these Smurfs are repugnant. It's like, you're talking to... Is this the... Yeah, I was going to say. The fucking dinosaur, giraffe. Like, what? What is the queen talking about? Also, you can just stroll up to the queen You can just walk into her house, take some shit, talk to her kid. Yeah. The logic makes sense. Do we have enough, We have 7 ingredients. Let's go... Do we have... No, we need another... Okay, we need 1 more dexterity. So that ring that we have does actually count, or that thing that we gave, the shoes do actually count to the party's total dexterity. Enemies return in 14. Oh, wait, you can... Brent can meditate, right? Brent feels a mystic energy flow through them. +1 speed permanent? Dude. He's getting faster. All he has to do is meditate next to weird animal totems, and he gets faster, dude. Oh, occasional event. This looks sussy as shit. Do I just get to take this? Oh, nice, bro. Nothing else here? That's an awesome event. Brent's my speed guy. Can we... Oh, wait. Who's got willpower? I think it's Monk, right? Kit. I think you can just see him quickly if you... No? Guess I gotta go to the statistics page. Oh. Willpower 11. Yeah, Brent needs it. Nice. 1 willpower. We got quite a bit of stuff here, dude. Can I click on the clouds? No? Okay. Yeah, I love the art style of this game. It does feel very chill. Let's see what the lighthouse has to offer. I don't remember doing anything here. Lockpicking skill, expert required. Holy shit. Upper floor? 42 dexterity? Okay, we gotta come back to the lighthouse, bro. Explore the clouds? This is too high. Your party cannot reach this place. Yeah, okay. Alright, I guess the last thing we gotta do is find this crown, right? So let's check around. I think we win this. Pretty sure we win this. 3 to 6 damage. Please, dude, the assassinate has to work. Nice. Okay, we got 1 assassinate off. This is easy now. 2 to 5 damage. Yeah, fuck it. I think we win. Should I do group guardian just to be sure? Yeah, why not? Let's be safe. I think I can kill these guys, level up, leave. Once I get my heal in, then we can come back and clear more shit. Cool. Can I grab the bone? No. Spider? 1 EXP for meeting the spider. Nice to meet you. Leave me alone a bit. You're not... What? These people in this game, they're so antagonistic after meeting them once. Oh, there's a... Oh, shit. Do we risk it, though? Occasional event. But we do have level up stuff. No, we YOLO it. An ambush with Jean-Baptiste Cravax, disciple of Furax. It's got 32 HP. I think we can handle him. Oh, shit. I should have healed. Assassinate? Oh, my God. That would have been so good, bro. Imagine opening with an assassinate. I think he just swings. You need to heal. Knight. What? Oh, shit, I used the wrong thing. Group Guardian. Damn, bro. Guy does 6 damage, but there is only 1 of them. You can only make it so far. First aid is what I meant to do. Wait. Oh, because I did the blessing, it's like guaranteed 9 damage. Damn, bro. That was actually not too bad. Okay, as long as... Does that happen for the rest of the fight? Oh, it doesn't matter. Oh, yeah. 75% success. Cooked. Cooked, bro. Is that alchemical ingredients? Nice. A hole in a tree? 7 gold coins? Somebody's keeping their gold there, bro. Somebody just stuffed it in there, and I wanted to use the word filched it from the tree. Is filched a word? It sounds raunchy. But then saying fingered it from the tree is terrible. Thankfully, Furax teaches its disciples to attack experience parties 1v4. Yeah, thank goodness all of the disciples are just one guy running around. Why is the XP over? Yeah, so you can gain EXP over the level up stuff, but to complete a level up, you have to go to town and then rest and celebrate, basically, and you have to pay money to level up. So, like, everybody's got to take, like, a break, basically. That's the only way we can level up. We can't do it in the field. So, we'll level up right now. Alright, so Steve... I feel like he's been doing pretty good. Do we want more willpower so that you can get more magic? I feel like you need more willpower. And then... you also just need willpower. You guys are both casting spells and shit. He just needs strength. And I'm going to do 1 dexterity to Addo here. Because I want to do the tree thing. Wait, can we... oh, I just clicked on that. You learn Snotling Dance. I don't know what the hell that is. Increases group speed by 3. The modifier is based on the minstrel's intelligence. Intelligence divided by 2. Okay, so we can get higher initiative, I guess. That's not too bad. I don't think I'm ever going to use that. Okay, let's go scale the tree. You're under attack. Level 5? The hell is this, a Gribnock? Okay, I think we can handle it. Our party has damage, right? Oh, wait, we can assassinate this guy. Man, dude, every time that misses, it's only going to make it so much better when it does actually land. Okay, wait, 2 to 5 damage. Do we want dexterity? I don't think that matters, no. You're going to swing? I feel like killed... oh my god, misses? Holy shnikes. I feel like I should just bless him. So he does max damage, which is like 10? Oh, yeah. So you're gonna have my 1, 2... what the hell was that? Absorbs 10 MP? Oh my god. Alright, swing out. Guy just took everything, bro. Damn, 12 damage? Okay, so he's dead this turn. Wait, he's gonna invest in these guys. And then we're gonna... whoa, no, we missed! Oof. Alright, we gotta make sure this guy dies. Damn. Wait, we have cacophony. Saga recovery? No, that's something bad. No. We're doing cacophony. Oh, wait, I should have did Song of Recover. Okay, as long as Steve doesn't die this turn, we're good. Oh my. I gave him Blessing so that he would do maximum damage, and he swings out, missing 2 of those attacks. Yikes. Okay, but we got all our magic back, so let's heal. This is going to be an uphill battle, I think. I didn't think that fight was going to be so hard. And then Steve can do Song of Recovery twice. Nice, okay. And then... everybody's pretty full. Honestly, let's just top him off. I feel like I want him to be topped off. Okay. It did honestly look like Zoidberg, you're right. It was like a floating Zoidberg, level 5. Oh, we actually got quite a bit of XP from that, too. Okay, let's, we're gonna go back to the castle ruins. I'm gonna go upstairs first. Okay, I think we can do this. I know it's only a 1 difficulty. Assassinate! I pray every time that the assassinate works. Oh, Brent's got prayer. I forgot about that. Let's just bless him. Give me max damage. 11 damage. Nice. How much do you do? 3 to 6? Yeah, let's just kill that guy. And then we swing out. Easy, bro. We're still only getting 3 panache. Wooden planks. Oh, we found the crown. Nice. 25 gold. Okay. Random candelabra. Is this another spider? Oh. Wooden chest. Damn, bro. We need lockpicking bad. Where does somebody go to learn lockpicking? Is that possible? We're losing out on the loot, dude. It'd be nice if the Bless improved assassination success rate. Oh, that would be nice, dude. That would be awesome. If it, like, improved the luck. Honestly, what I wish the assassination was is I wish it was just like a gambling slot machine so that I could like, instead of just clicking and like, you get the resolution immediately if it had some gimmick to it where you have to wait to see it so you can get excited about it, cuz the assassinate is like the best ability. Like, even though we only get one, I guess if I upgraded his EP, I might be able to get more. I wonder if EP is affected by the wisdom too. That would be super funny. I don't think the shields are panache. It was still 3 when it was 100% panache. Oh, interesting. I'll have to look at that again. It'd be also nice if I could meditate my face right through that chest lock. Yeah, dude, you telling me you can't meditate and then stick your finger in there and just like, lockpick it with just pure mental power? I mean, God, you can heal people. You gotta be able to heal the lock open, right? It's a closed lock. It's closed off. It has a mental block, right? You can heal it away. All right, we're pretty close to... Ooh, do we want to do this? Oh, yeah, they're level 1. Come on. We got this, guys. Assassinate. I missed, bro. I missed it. Addo. One of these days, you're gonna pop off. 46 damage to everybody. Let's do... Wait, I wonder if Cacophony's damage grows with intelligence? That's a good question. 1 increase. The caster suggests procrastination to an enemy by putting them in a state of mental hibernation. Oh, I didn't read this. Oh, we can hibernate the enemy. Brent, you can literally put somebody to sleep with your meditation. You start talking to them about the word, whatever the word of your meditation is. Can you pick the grass stuff? No, I can't pick them up. I thought you meant pick as in lockpick. I was like, no, you can't pick them. That's a funny idea, though. That is a funny idea. Okay. I think the problem is there's a lot of guys. Does that matter? Kills entire group for 7. I feel like we just swing out. Well, maybe I should... Oh, this is Group Guardian. Okay, that's what I was looking for. Damn, bro. These guys do damage. What other... Oh, you got the panache thing. Let's do that. Increases group speed. Is that worth it? Or just 5 damage, potentially. Oof, did 2 damage. I can plus 7 HP, everyone. That would help basically everyone. Yeah, let's do that. I should have done Blessing on him. 5 to 10 damage. Oh, nice. That was actually a really good hit. Okay, Addo's getting slapped to death. But I think he's got this. Okay, 1 down. That's significantly improves our margins of overcoming this. I think you're going to heal. I don't want anyone to die. I actually don't know what happens if you die. Because I'm so good at this game, I've never had that problem happen in the 30 minutes I played before this stream yesterday. I think we can just send these guys to the underworld. Oh, you're right. Panache, what the hell is this? Oh, this is battle score. You're right, Steve. I was reading this wrong. So we have there. So Panache is different than battle score. Battle score, what the hell do they do, though? Just how good we did? Does it affect the outcome of the things? I don't think it does. Okay, we're average battle score is what it is. Hey, I played this. My name is slowly turning Japanese, I see. It is slowly turning Japanese. Hey, I played this. Did you play this? This game? Welcome, Speedos. How are you? Slowly turning Japanese. Welcome. You're our knight. Just so you know, I made you the knight of the party. You're our forward thrusting man. Oh, dude, Iron Shield and $35. 2 gold coins in the bones. I can't pick up any grass tufts. Oh, fuck, I did miss. Oh my god, dude. I thought I had it right. It's because I keep saying it right, like you're right, but I spelled it wrong. Oh, dude, we gotta get his name edited. I can't believe I spelled it wrong. Speedo Sama. I kind of like that's yeah, man. You know, I was thinking of the U, like Uri. That's funny, dude. That is really fun. I can't believe I fucking misspelled it. Turning Japanese. Oh shit. Yeah, I should have just committed and put an I here. Oh my god, I can't believe I got it wrong. That's funny, dude. It is 8 a.m. No, there's no excuses. I got it wrong. That's funny. I gotta see if I can edit it. I'm gonna open the game files. Ooh, this battle looks fucking tough, dude. I don't think we win that. 5 guys, 2 healers in the back line. I feel like if I had one more level, I'd be more confident. No, we're not doing this. Are we not doing this? No, we're not doing it. Run. Escape bravely. I don't think there's any disadvantage to running. We also need to equip our shit. Alright. Uri, you're getting the... Oh, we have the crown we can return to. Yeah, we need 3 more EXP for a level. I kind of feel... Oh, wait. Do we have the... We only have 9 alchemical ingredients? So we can't complete that quest. Maybe she'll give us EXP. Have you found the crown? Yes. Thank you. You've saved my day. Here's the key to the oracle and a little extra gold. Oh, she gave us EXP. Nice. Look at childbirth, heir to the throne. Man, we need lockpicking, bro. I've missed like 3 chests and a door to lockpicking. At least I'm a cool crack guy. You're like a dinosaur, bro. It's okay, Cody. That spelling is good. For sure, I saw this on Itch and played it for a few minutes. Oh, really? Interesting. It might be on Itch. I don't know. I've been looking into blobber stuff lately because I wanted to research it, and this one just had it felt like it had some personality, and it does. It's pretty interesting. Oh, man. Point of interest? The Circus of the 7 Islands? Dexterity is too often neglected by heroes. When facing more powerful enemies, they risk missing their shot every time, which is frustrating. Our best acrobats train all 4 of you for $45. What kind of, like, weird fringe group of people in a tent are just going to train my dexterity? I guess it's a circus, right? Yeah, sure, $45? Dude, I thought I was going to get the shit end of that deal. That's awesome. That's like a level up. Congratulations, you all know how to do cartwheels and splits. In one day? Damn, bro. You see, our acrobats are gifted. It was a chore with your lack of flexibility. Oh my god, what do they do to us, bro? Is everybody's legs broken? Anyways, it should come in handy during the fights. Good luck. That's actually awesome. That's like the best thing. Random circus. Okay. I don't know what they did to us, but nobody looks in distress or pain, so I'm going to say it was good. I scroll Itch for random game names all the time. Oh, that's kind of interesting. Alright, let's go get our level up. Celebrate. Alright, I think I want intelligence because I want to see... Yeah, because it's a spell power. If Steve's cacophony increases damage based on the intelligence scale, that would be significant because he hits all enemies. And then we can get willpower up. Yeah, dude, that would be the tits, dude. Actually... Does Brent's power scale with intelligence too? He doesn't have any attack spell. It's mainly ability amount of times to heal. Let's just do willpower for that. And then obviously strength for Uri. Spelt wrong, of course. And then I think I'm going to do strength. Do I do this to get more? If I can get 2 assassinates per turn, that's 2 attacks I can whiff. Spells technique. Yeah, we're doing willpower for him. How much does his, Oh, we can use his attack with panache again. Maybe we can only use his ability once per turn. What is the difference between a blobber and a dungeon crawler again? So, a blobber, specifically, is just a game where you control a bunch of people that move as one unit. So, in this game, it's basically like a small-scale blobber. We're not, like... physically blobbing around like a tangible dungeon space, but it's still a blobber because all of these guys are essentially just like one person together. We're not controlling, I mean, we're controlling 4 separate characters' outcomes, but it's mainly just imagine a blob of characters that's all moving as one unit. That's essentially what determines a blobber. There are more specific definitions of blobbiness because some people consider only the real-time action stuff to be blobber. Like if you're physically moving through a dungeon, it's not turn-based. But I think the blob aspect of it is directly related to just having a blob of guys moving as a single unit. So this is like the modern comfy blobber thing. Thought dungeon crawlers were also blob as one unit. So a game can be a dungeon crawler, but also not a blobber, you know? I think a dungeon crawler is just defined as something that's in a dungeon and you're like moving through a dungeon. And I think the crawling just comes from the fact that you're moving. Because I've seen dungeon crawlers called CRPGs, like, before, like combat RPG. Or is that what it stands for? Combat? A CRPG? I think. Do I have the right word? Maybe. I think the acronym is that. I've never seen a dungeon crawler that doesn't have a blob. Dungeon crawler that doesn't have a blob. There are dungeon crawlers that are just one character, though. Yeah, because you're going in a dungeon, right? That's kind of what I'm thinking. There are plenty of games where you're in a dungeon, but you're only a single character rather than like a giant blob of multiple characters. I feel like Diablo would be a dungeon crawler. More specifically, the earlier Diablos had more dungeon crawling because like the whole game was just descending the dungeon in Diablo like 1 and 2. And then later ones, you're like running around the world. It's still a dungeon crawler, I guess. I don't know. Maybe a dungeon crawler is something where you're like physically in the dungeon and interacting with it. That's a good question. I know blobber is specifically all these guys in like a blob, imagining like a giant blob. We'll have to define that distinction. I need somebody, dude. This annoys the hell out of me. Since we're on this topic, slight rant. Look at this shit. All right, I've talked about this before, but I need to put this out there. I am not an academic ludologist, okay? I'm not here to study. I mean, I study games, but I have not studied games, okay? So look at this. 4 board games. There's this book called The Building Blocks of Tabletop Game Design, okay? And everything in this book is like every mechanic distilled like in its essence. So here's like rock, paper, scissors mechanics. Here's like, is there an easier one? Here's like I cut, you choose. Like it basically takes every game mechanic, explains them in detail, and has them divided by section so that you can reference them. So like you can just go in and be like, oh yeah, this game has auction mechanics, right? Why is there not a book? And there may be. Please tell me if there is. Why is there not a book that does this for fucking games, dude? Like game genres, I mean. Because, like, when I'm looking on Steam, like, I can't figure out the distinction between roguelite, roguelike, and, like, rogue whatever. Rogue bullshit. Like, I need somebody to sit down and define academically each of these games, distill the mechanics. Like, maybe they take this book and then do like video game mechanics. I mean, granted, you could probably a lot of these mechanics are just in video games, to be honest, extrapolated in a different way. But like, I need somebody to do this for games. In order to progress the study of games, we need a book that defines what each of these genres and mechanics are. Because like a lot of the games nowadays, like innovation is like a building onto the previous building blocks of what we have. And so I'm seeing a lot of these games where they're taking like mechanics they like and then they're like adding them to like a pot, like a big melting pot basically. They'll be like, oh, here's like a roguelike, here's like some kind of RPG mechanics, here's like bullshit microtransactions for mobile, whatever it is. They add them all together and then at the end you're served this like weird dish of like the game. Like that's how you get like Balatro, or however you say it, whatever. You got each of these games, like, and then they just take other mechanics and then like push it forward, and then we get like a new type of genre-ish game. And then if more games are made based on that mishmash of shit that you were served, that dish that you were presented, then like eventually it becomes like a genre sort of thing. We need somebody to like go in and do an actual thing like that for video games. I wish. I pray that I don't think I can do it. As much as I'd like to define these, I don't think I could do it. One day. That's a side note. Somebody's got to do it. It is really good. Oh, I've seen this book. Yeah, I've brought it up a few times. It's a really good book, and it's like super useful for referencing stuff because it's like it's academic in the sense that I could be like, oh yes, this is using RES 01. Like it gives you a way to just immediately reference the type of mechanic and then talk about it. And then they define each of the things. So it's kind of like having a dictionary of board game mechanics, which I feel like video games needs for genres so that I can actually search for games. Because like trying to find a Magic Tower game on Steam is a nightmare. Because in the West, we don't have the genre Magic Tower. But in the East, they do. So like, and it's not like I can search on Steam Magic Tower game. And then the distinction between a Magic Tower game versus a tower defense game isn't like here. So there's like genres of games that we don't even have access to. So this looks so good, but so perfectionist, but in a good way. Yeah, it is. It is like that. CRPG means, computer RPG. Sorry, Speedus. I see that now. It references those complex PC RPGs like Fallout 1, Baldur's Gate 1, and Planescape Torment. Okay, gotcha. And Disco Elysium. Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, categories would be good. What is a Magic Tower? All right, yeah, let's go to the Magic Tower. Side note, Magic Tower. All right, yeah, you probably haven't even heard of a Magic Tower game, right? Figures. There are some games named Magic Tower. There's actually one in development that I'm super looking forward to, but it hasn't been created yet. Just hold on. I have Magic Tower games. I gotta remember what they're called. Tactical Nexus is one of them. Is it easier just to show Tower of Sorcerer? Give me 2 seconds. All right. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Do I have Tower of Sorcerer? I'm pretty sure I do. All right, we're going to play it on the web. 2 seconds. Yeah, let's talk about weird game genres for a minute. Sidetrack. Okay. Tower of Sorcerer Online. Play? Anybody let me play this fucking thing online? Oh, here's Tower of Sorcerer G. Hell yeah, bro. Okay. Alright. So, here's a genre that we do not see in the West, like at all. It's very rare. So, how this game works is, assuming that I can start the game. Where am I? Here? False? What the fuck am I doing? Oh, there we go. Okay. So how this game works is this is like a mathematical puzzle game. Okay. So you're a guy. I'm this guy down here. And every move, it's not turn-based, really. Kind of. But basically, you have your weapons. You have a limited number of stats. Imagine you're on an island, okay? And you have to survive. All right, you only have a limited number of resources, and that is the crux of what makes a Magic Tower game. So, for example, I begin in a room. I have 0 keys, okay? It only gives me 1 key to open this door. All right, so there's no possible other action for this puzzle, okay? Now, the only thing I can interact with, because all these doors are closed, are these guys. When you initiate combat, it resolves, and then you are left with however the stat difference is. So each of these guys have a health, defense, attack. So these guys have, this guy had 0 health now, but he had 18 attack and 1 defense. So how it works is it resolves a turn by turn until they're dead, basically. So right now I have 100 attack, 100 defense. So because I have 100 defense, their attack is completely negated. So it doesn't matter. It does absolutely nothing, right? And then I descend. Basically, this is the beginning of the Tower of Sorcerer story. So that's why you're super powerful. You have all your weapons and items, and then they get taken away. So we're just going to cream all this stuff. Yeah, here's the big bad. Tower of Sorcerer is a Japanese game released in the 90s, and then a lot of games came out after it. But it's really popular in the East. We don't get it very much in the West. There are games... man, I'm trying to think of the main popular game. Dungeon? Is it Dungeon Defender? We have gotten a few of them, but they're not like this. They're not just like pure... This is like pure math game, basically. So now we're in the jail. We're stuck in here.
And then we find a way out. And then now that all of our shit is taken, we got to figure out how to navigate the dungeon, basically. Okay, so this is where you start like trying to figure out like what you have access to. So I have access to these keys, so I'm just gonna pick them up. Each of these potions give you like sometimes health and stuff like that. It can go over 1,000 in some games, whatever. So if we attack this guy, it resolves. You can see he had 18 attack, and however much life he had, it resolved until we killed him, basically. Same thing for the bat. And as you go, essentially, you're just trying to figure out how you can utilize what limited resources you have. So now that I have a few yellow keys, I can start determining what order do I want to go in to open these doors. And then as I open doors and figure out how much damage each guy does, that's where the rest of the game comes in. It's a very fascinating game. Yeah, it's basically, and here, to show you a more modern iteration, Tactical Nexus, I gotta install it real quick. Tactical Nexus is a really good Magic Tower game, but their pricing model is super annoying. I fucking hate their pricing model. Basically, they have the base game, which is free, and then each of the additional chapters are like $20. I don't know, it's just weird. They never go on sale. Like, I wish I could just get them all at once. It's just bizarre. I wish they would do something different. But the game's good. All right, so here we'll do. This is what I'm. Oh, is that too big? Maybe that's too big. Oh my god, what am I dealing with here? Let's do. Can we turn off the music? This music is horrible. Oh my god. Oh my lord, dude. This is the worst. Alright, so this game, you have a bunch of different towers. And in this game, it's very similar, but you can actually see how much damage like the guys are going to do. And you can also reverse what happens. Do I use the key? Yeah, obviously we're going to use the key. So this game, as you go, you can start to see who does. So I'm at, it looks kind of convoluted, but basically over time you can see how much damage people are going to do and stuff like that. So I can see this guy's going to do 7. Yeah, I can see everything, sees what he drops, and then I can determine from there. You can see more clearly how the game progresses. I thought there was an easier way to read this shit. This is fucking annoying. Hold on, I got another Magic game. I swear I do. Yeah, dude, this one. This one's way easier to read. I do have Cinco Pause, I think. I think I do. Yeah, sorry, we're going down the Magic. We're going down the Magic Tower wormhole. This is like a Magic Tower game that I would recommend anybody playing. This game is really, really simple. We're gonna do. I think we can do middle. I think I'm middle skill. All right, we talked to this guy. Whatever. This one's way easier. All right, look. This is a quintessential, simple Magic Tower game, right? It shows you how much damage you're going to take. It's got your shit. It's got your keys and numbers, so you don't got to count them. And it's got some extra extraneous things you learn. So we have no other option. You got to attack this guy who takes 72 damage. All right. These guys do 277. We have 1 key. I'm probably going to want to get in here. Or should I take these and go? So this is where you get the debate. Do I want to take the 72 damage, open this door with the 1 yellow key I have, but that doesn't give me access to another yellow key, so that seems like a bad move. Or do I go up here, take these guys down, and then get information on the next floor below? Okay, now that I have information on the next floor below, these guys do 277. What can I get access to reduce damage here? All right, so that's an attack gem. That's going to give me some reduced damage because I'm going to kill an enemy faster. But also I can take 277, but then I don't get a key, so I'm kind of stuck there. But if I kill these guys, I get a blue key. So you're trying to map out, like, what is the thing that's going to deal me the least amount of damage. Like, I could do ballsy, just take the 315 and get the attack gem to reduce my damage. Or, here's what we'll do. Just for hypothetical. We're going to kill this. We're going to open this door. We're going to kill this guy. So we're at 360 life. This gives us health, so we increase by 500. We're going to increase our defense, which is going to reduce the damage of some of these guys. And then we're going to gain more health. So now we have more health to play with, basically. So it's like a puzzle game. You're essentially playing like a chess puzzle game to try to determine. So we'll just eat the 300. get the attack gem, and you see now these guys only do 50. And then eventually, as you keep descending floors, it's like the dance. So now we can hit these guys, grab these gems. We just ignore these guys since there's no advantage to killing guys other than, sometimes they give you shit or whatever. Now we got a blue key. We can get information on the next floor. These guys are like nothing burgers now. I see we can go there. These are too strong for us. We can't do any damage to them. That's why they're invincible. And basically, you just go through. It's a very interesting game, and style of game. And I actually made a jump off the bridge level that's like a magic tower, but I haven't released it yet. So, because I was just disappointed that there's all these genres in different parts of the world, but we don't get to see any of them because there's no way to search them. They're not as popular. Like the tag system is busted. I almost feel like if they let people create tags for Steam, that would be better. But it's hard to search stuff unless the game literally has Magic Tower in the name. It's hard to find the actual Magic Tower game, basically. So, yeah. No, dude, you're totally good. I appreciate you taking me away from the adventure because I need more people to see Magic Tower games. So if anybody even shows an inkling of interest in a Magic Tower game, I'm like, yo, dude, this is what you got to see. No, we'll put the adventure back. But the combat from the game reminds me of a really fun game that was released in the West named Half Minute Hero. Yeah, I have heard of Half Minute Hero. I don't think I've played it, but I have played it. It's on my wish list for ages. Can't remember if I got it in the end or took it off. Yeah, Half Minute Hero is like another version. Yeah, it's kind of like that. I have seen that was so popular. I think it did get a Switch game cart release, unless I'm thinking of something else. I already can't handle the stress of the day-night cycle in Stardew and the time crunch. I games that force me into the the timers. I hate time mechanics. That drives me insane. Every time I watch your stream, I say, I won't make a game like this, but I'm always in projects that take 4 years and I give up on after 3. Yeah. Dude, I know, dude. There's so many games that I'm like, oh, dude, I want to make an iteration of this. And then, I start. Dude, it's the same thing with me. I get you. I think what I have to do is my solution for me personally is the ambition needs to be cut back significantly, like trimming a bush, until the scope is so small that it's achieved, and then I can add afterwards. That's what I think the solution for all my problems is cutting back till it becomes, if the goal is too big, half it. And then if that goal is too big, half it. If that goal is too big, half it. Until I get, a nice, trimmed, manicured bush that I can put in front of my house. We can make one together and do it in a year, maybe. That's true. That is true. We're all on the Game Maker grind, Steve. You got to move over to Game Maker. You're in Construct. I think we could do it. We could do it. We could definitely do it. We got the Johnny game, the Magic Tower game. Everything's possible. That's kind of why I like Jump Off the Bridge, because each of the levels in Jump Off the Bridge are like little mini games that I'm doing. And so they are smaller scope, but then I want to expand them outwards. But I did say I wanted to do some small, short development cycle games, so I think the Blobber is going to end up being my first short development cycle game. I got to get the Steam page up for that, and then we'll go from there. Anyways, what the hell were we doing? That's right. We're killing these guys. We got our level up. Actually, is there... Okay, there's guys in here. Let's take these out. It's only 1 difficulty. Okay, we're cooking these guys. 25 HP. Yeah, whatever. We'll kill this guy first. Oh, assassinate? Oh my god. Actually, guys, game developer chat, real quick, briefly. Something I do really want to do is a Frankenstein project. If any of you at all are interested in the Frankenstein project, let me know. Basically how it works, we start a project in Game Maker. We limit a time, you can only add stuff for a week, and then we pass the project to somebody else. And then let them deal with it for a week, and then it just rotates through all of us. And then we see what we have at the end of it. I really want to do something like that. I think that'd be really funny. I would love to see what we could do together. So if anybody wants to do a Frankenstein, you have to let me know. Brent, I would love for you to do that with us too. Steve, yes, please. Anyone that wants to do it, oh my god. Speedos, if you want to do it too, you gotta let me know. We're going to be using Modern Game Maker. Yeah, dude, I just want to see what we'd end up with. There's so many YouTube videos that are 7 game developers take a project. And, like, yeah, that's cool. I think that's really funny, and I would love to do a video on it, but I just want to see what we would come up with. Like, oh, dude, Brent had it for a week, and he just added a bunch of busty barmaids to it. Like, dude, I want to see what that looks like. That would be really funny. I'm in. Dude, we got the whole crew in, bro. We got the whole crew. That would be super awesome. I don't even care if you take the project for, like, a day and just add some bullshit to it. Like, that would be really funny. GameMaker just had its latest long-term stable release, so as long as we're using that, I think that would be really fun. I would love to see what we come up with. I can teach you GameMaker personally. I love teaching GM. Perfect, dude. We got everything we need. I can also teach you GameMaker, Steve. We'll all pool together our resources. I'm actually in. If it's just 1 week, I can give this a shot. Okay, sweet. Dude, even if it's a day, it doesn't matter. Like, just put whatever amount of time you want into it. And even if it's gimmicky, whatever, we'll just pass the project around. That would be really funny. I would love to see, like, what you could do in a couple days, and then just basically you add something, and then when you're done with it, even if it's nothing finished, whatever, we just pass the project, somebody continues. So I'm very bad at learning. Oh no, dude, you can make jumping Steve. What? You're not bad at learning. We got it. You just got to get in the mindset. We got it. Easy. That would be a super fun project. Let's plan to do that, guys. That would be super funny. Now, the person that starts the project, though, well, it can't be Steve. We can't have Steve start it because we got to teach him how to use GameMaker. Yeah, I was going to say, the problem is choosing who starts. I tried to do a project like that back in the day. We called it Sunfish Exquisite Corpse. We got stuck because we couldn't figure out who starts it. It's a big responsibility. That's true. We'll think about that. Who's going to start it? Because that determines the outcome, kind of the game. Slightly. Cody commands us. That's true. I'll take leadership. I'll start the project. Does anybody have any interest in what kind of game we want to make? Does the genre matter? Let me know what your thoughts are. I'll command you. I command you. That would be pretty funny. I really love the idea of the Frankenstein project. That sounds gimmicky as hell. I don't even care if we make Pong, dude. Just something simple, like a fun side project. Oh my god, dude. Brent's gonna fucking throw in the skill system, dude. Holy shit. I just thought of it now. He's got the skill system. He's just gonna whip that in there halfway through. God, that'd be so funny, dude. Holy, dude. Okay. Edible mushrooms. 17 gold. Jumping. Yes, it has to have jumping in it. That's true, jumping. Are we gonna do a platformer? I'll think about it. Platforming's not a bad idea. I'm very proficient with platforming. That'd be easy for me. Jumping. Yeah, dude. I already envision Brent's going to be like dropping a 300 skill node thing in there. He's going to be like, yeah, I only spent a day on it. After remaking that game skill tree. Oh my god. Super funny. Jumping. Could have jumping in it for sure. I definitely think I could do the base project thing very simply, so I'll keep that in mind. Maybe I'll start it later today. That's what we gotta do. A game based on jumping that isn't a platformer. Could that be done? Oh, that's a good question. Lol, to make it too hard for it. No, honestly, dude, that doesn't matter at all. If people can't follow it, then that's fine. That's even better, right? Because if you I'm like, my programming skill is like mid, I think. So like, you putting the skill system in, I'm gonna struggle with it. So if you're the only one that can access it, that's just kind of funny, right? Like, oh, Brent threw in this really complicated skill system. Oh my god, that'd be really good, dude. Super funny. I don't think it matters. If somebody can't fiddle with it, then that's fine. And then if the game's broken, like if we're editing stuff and it's broken, then we'll talk about it and try to get it fixed. That's what we gotta do. All right, I gotta make a Discord chat, and then I gotta make the base project file. I'm gonna whip something up in like a couple hours. That's a great question. Can you make a game on jumping that isn't a platformer? I feel like it's possible. An RPG about jumping? Oh man, my brain is turning now. Oh shit, I walked in this room. No, we got this, I think. If he assassinates... I would have felt more confident, Addo, if you assassinated. Oh, 5 to 7 damage for everyone, but then they heal. 5 MP. It only uses 2. We can use that twice. That's pretty good. Alright, we're doing that. And then you're going to bless him. And then he's going to take a fat swing. Oof. Can you do... Yeah, he does 3 damage. Okay, that's good. That's great, actually. Group's dexterity is hit and avoid attacks. Maybe we should do that. We can't use Cacophony again, even though it's only 2 MP. I wonder why. Maybe Cacophony is like a one-time thing. It does look like the damage scales to our intelligence, though. Oh, is that useful? No, I think we swing. We swing. Swing is better. Alright, do you need to heal us? 8 HP? Oh, it does scale that too. That's even better. Oh, nice. Smack. Okay, we're good. We're cooking. We could make it a series of minigames also, kind of like Revenge of the Sunfish. Anybody could just add rooms even if they don't connect to anything. I like that idea too, yeah, because it'd be easier to just do your own independent thing. An incremental jumping game, yeah. Do I gotta jump over to GM Studio? Yes, you do have to jump over to GM Studio. They just released the long-term stable release for it, though, so that should be easier. Because I know Brent for sure uses it, and then we can bring Steve up to it. But you're already pretty proficient with Game Maker, Speedo, so I feel like it'll be an easy transition for you. You'll just be going forward in time with some of the code, so that's not a big deal. God, incremental jumping game? Different rooms? I like the minigame idea. I'll have to think about it a little bit more. I'll have to think about that. Minigames are always fun. Actually, I haven't upgraded yet, but I can quite easily. Haven't upgraded to the long-term stable release? Because I've been using the beta Game Maker release, and they're like, yo, you got to move over to the long-term stable. And I was like, okay, sounds like a plan. So I did it. Can we just swing out this guy? Oh, actually, it's probably better for him to do damage here. Let me know some of the differences between GM8. Okay, yeah, I'll let you know. I'll keep that in mind. Basically, yeah, I mean, once you see the base project, too, I'm sure some of it will be cleared up. I'll heavily comment the starter project thing, so it'll be easier. Maybe I'll do, like, a quick, once I get it done, I'll aim for a couple days. 2024.14. That sounds old, bro. What are you doing on that? That dinosaur. Okay, Brent needs to heal like bad. I wish I could see the continued turn order, but I cannot. I made a mistake. Let's attack with panache. Okay, we got it. Barely. Brent survived by the skin of his teeth. The skin of his giraffe neck. Alright, let's heal everyone. I played that. I was too busy thinking about our Frankenstein project. A jumping incremental game. Can we open this door? Oh, dude, read books to unlock a special ability? Read runes novice required? What the hell, dude? We can't even read books? We're down bad, party. Amulet of the Lunatic Scholars. Oh, that's awesome. Power, okay. Party gains 5. 5 gold coins. All I need to make my segment is 1 hour and weed. He's a simple man, dude. He's a simple man. A simple guy. Nothing in the pot. Okay. I think we already got the... Dude, we've killed just about everything in these runes, right? Yeah, I think so. And how much XP? We're almost to the next level. Okay. So there's nothing else we can do on this island. I think we'll have to go to the next island. What time is it? It's only 9:30, dude. I'm starting the Frankenstein project. That's what we're doing next. I know you guys sat down here for Heroes of the Seven Islands, but I really want to do a Frankenstein project. So if the developers are watching this video, I want you to know this game is great and I will continue, but I'm distracted. So let's save. I'm just gonna, we'll empty slot. We got a program. That's what I'm doing next. How the hell did I quit this game? Oh, exit the main. Exit the main menu. I love this game. This is great. I can't wait to play more. We're going to see the second island. Let's strike iron. Yeah, we're striking iron, bro. I don't know what I'm making, but we're striking iron. I don't have anything in mind, but I'm going to figure it out. Sadly, I need to go to sleep early tonight, so I can't stay around, but it's been fun. I'm looking forward to hearing more about what was decided for our hot potato project. No problem. Yeah, leave any, before you go, Brent, leave any other thoughts you have about the game, and I will consider them as I make the project. But otherwise, great. Thanks for coming out. I appreciate it. I'm looking forward to making something with you guys and you, and we'll see how it goes. All right, let's strike while the iron's hot. Blank game. We have to think of a name, guys. What are we making? We're going to make a game together. What are we making? Let's leave it up to random. I like that idea better. Let us leave it up to random. How many pages are in the Fiend Folio? Give me a minute. I'm going to roll a random creature is what I want to do. Ooh, actually, didn't I save a website that does that? That would be better. Oh, no. Having the book is probably more gimmicky. Let's do that. This is just for the name. I'm going to randomly pick a monster from the monster manual, and we're going to go for that. All right, 97 pages. And let's see. Okay, so random number 1 to 97. I think we could just do this all on fucking Google, can't we? Random number. We got 77. Since I've been reading the Dungeons & Dragons manual. All right, how many monsters do we got on here? We got a monster from the previous page, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 creatures. So then we need 1 to 5. And we got 3, which is Sandman. All right, let's, I'm just going to name this. So just so you guys can see, this is what we got. The Sandman. Whoa. Wait. Hold on, I'm back. This dude. All right. You see him over here? Oh, right here. I'm going to name our project Sandman. Something like that. The Sandman's name describes it exactly. A man shaped like a biped made of sand, held together by some form of magical cohesion. You know, that's kind of unironically what our game's going to be like. Something held together by magical cohesion. Any character or monster coming within 20 of the Sandman, I assume that's feet, must save against magic or go to sleep irrespective of experience level. Those who manage to stay awake must attempt to save again each time they touch the Sandman or are touched by it. Okay. Once the Sandman has put a victim to sleep, it will take no further action against them, leaving him to doze. Though if the encounter took place in its lair, it will eject a sleeper first. Sandman automatically attacks humans and need never check morale. Sleepers will remain asleep for 3 turns. Okay, so we got something with sleep and sand. I'm just going to name our project Sandman, and we'll start with that. Project Sandman. It's kind of interesting, because I was thinking sand together. Yeah, like cohesion. That's kind of weird that we got that. Interesting. All right, Project Sandman. That's what we're calling it. Let's go. All right, let me read all the chat. And let me bring this back up. Okay. My requirements are simple, but my segment won't be. Frankenstein Exquisite Corpse Hot Potato Project. It's a great name, actually, Sweetos. I really like that. I don't have any thought right now other than I think it should be kind of small in scope. Yes. Hopefully someone is good at art. Maybe. Maybe we're good at art. I think a magic at a tower idea might be kind of fun. Or a blobber or something. I don't know if we can pull off a puzzle game or an RPG. Puzzle games are brutal. I know what I'm saying. The magic of the internet. Meta. Sandman could make some good money during doing Uber-type requests. I'd ask him for a visit to help me sleep sometimes. Have you tried listening to ambience? Yeah, ambience might work. Yeah, listening to the... If Brent needs sleep, all he needs to do is have the peace of mind to know that waking up tomorrow well-rested is going to be better. I would have spent a lot on sleep. That's true. Sleep. Sleep is an interesting theme, too. Puzzle? You don't think we can do a puzzle game? To be honest, a lot of RPGs are kind of like puzzle games. I want something that can showcase a lot of our abilities. Something that could showcase a lot of our abilities would be good. See ya. Yeah. Have a good night, dude. Take it easy, Brent. Hopefully we'll be in touch. Oh, yeah, we're going to be in touch. There's going to be a lot of touching between us. In case you were wondering. Emphasis on the touching. Now we'll figure this out. Okay. I feel like keeping it simple is the best thing. Did you know Cubis said he felt more alive in dreams than in real life? I could see that. Cubis did like the lucid dreaming stuff, didn't he? So I feel some version... Could I do... I'm envisioning it in my mind now. Something jank. How would that jumping work? Is that a stupid mechanic? It sounds stupid in my head. But it could be funny. Let's see if we can make it work. Alright, let's start simple here. We need to create a sprite. Player. 64 by 64 is too big. I want to do smaller. Let's start with a Johnny frame. Oh, wait, I gotta change this to game development. Yeah, let me do that. Minigames would work well with Sandman visiting houses. Yeah, you're right, dude. Oh, yeah, in the interview, I forgot. I should upload the emails. I just let you... Yeah, dude, that guy was supposed to email you, but he didn't. What happened with that? He just give up? He didn't want the money? Didn't you pay him? Wait, maybe he's back. Maybe he's back? Hold on, I gotta do game development. What the hell is game development on here? Game dev? Game dev trash? It's been so long. Programming? God, I hate categories on Twitch. Game design? Maybe it's just game maker. Is that a category? What? Alright, honestly, it doesn't matter. That's true, it really doesn't matter. I'm putting jump off the bridge as my category. Alright, we're changing it. Changing it up. Jump off the bridge. That's our new category. Actually, I kind of like the idea of him having... Do I like the idea of him having hands? Maybe he's got a utility belt. Kind of looks like a gnome. Maybe his hands are like this. No, I don't like his hands. He's gonna be handless. Does he have a face, though? Nah, I hate the face. What about a big eye? No, I'm not a fan of that. What about a hat? Eh. I kind of like that. Let's see that. We were supposed to do a call interview with Cams. I sent him half the money. When I checked Facebook later, his profile was fully wiped. I couldn't even access the page, but it seems to be back now. That's really weird, dude. Is this your Johnny game? You know, it might be my Johnny game. I like the starting with this guy. That's what I think I'm going to do. Let's make sure his boots got some treads on them, dude. Boots with the treads, bro. You're going to make them darker. Give him teeth with no background? That'd be so weird. I was actually debating on giving him a beard. I'm leaving it at that. He's got a strong chin. All right. This is our player. So now I have a vision. Make sure it has collision. I have a vision. How do I want this to work? Well, we need a sprites. Custom order. Okay, then we need... Oh, it feels weird doing this from the ground up again, but... Alright, we're going to create... Player. Perfect. Next we need... Grass. This can be 32. That color is ugly. That's better. Actually. Okay. We're gonna do I want to do 1,000 tiles of grass like that? Should it just be a tile map? Tile map would be less processing intensive. Let's leave that off to the side for now. How big is our room gonna be? What is a good resolution? Can we see what our room looks like right now? Kind of large. Let's see if we do. Let's put our player in here. So we have a player. Do I want to do a square room? No, we don't want a square room. That's cancer. What does this look like? How big is this? That's honestly not too bad. Okay, let's start here. Let's do a wall. Whoa, this is 64, isn't it? Yeah. Let's do a wall. Simple is better than complicated. So this is my clearly cobblestone wall. Okay, let's make this our wall object. Okay, let's start placing walls. How do I want the player to look towards the walls? What does this look like? That's not too bad. Player looks a little small though. I like the size of the window, but I think I want the camera to be different. So let's do some math. So if we take 1366 divided by 2. Do we do a camera that follows the player, or do we do single? What if we just reduce this? 683. 768 divided by 2. 384. That gives us a lot less range. I don't know if I like that. I like the big room, but I wanted to draw better, draw closer. So right now we're drawing the entire room, but I wonder, is a smaller room better? Let me look at this again. He's too tiny. We have the width of the room. I could do 1.5 times the room and then scale up the camera. Viewport properties. What happens if it's been a while since I've even looked at a camera. Camera properties. I'm trying to envision what this looks like. I like the widescreen appeal, but I do feel it needs to be closer so we can really showcase the art better. How does camera work in GameMaker again? Gonna need a crew. Don't ask again ever. We're gonna be doing code. Thank you. Show me the camera. So we got camera. Is there like camera view enabled surface? Okay. Doesn't necessarily answer my question. Maybe fiddling is the only way we're going to answer this question. All right, let's fiddle until I get something I like. So right now the room feels like I feel like I want this to be a one-screen game. Like everything is just visible in the room at its time. So if I'm going to do that, then the camera's got to scale upwards. What does the viewport do? That's the, like I said, what is the difference between the viewport and the camera? Do you have something that explains viewport? I feel like viewport is like where, yeah, what is this? You need to set up cameras and viewports. Can we unhighlight these? Position a camera within a room defines the view area. View is drawn to a viewport. Viewport can be a different size to the camera view, such as you can distort and scale if the size is other than 1:1 with the viewport. It's easy to get confused when talking about cameras, views, and viewports. To clarify, the camera is placed in front of the room, is used to set how the room is displayed. The view is what the camera sees, and the viewport is the area on the screen where the camera view is displayed. Okay. Do I understand? So oh yeah, obviously. Have you not used a camera before? It's not that I haven't used a camera before. It's that I've been working on Jump Off the Bridge for like a decade, and I really don't venture through the camera other than like when I first set it up. So my knowledge on manipulating the camera is very small because I don't really manipulate the camera very often. And I'm also debating on the scale proportionally and what I want this to look like. Because I'm trying to make a one-screen game in my head. But yeah, I don't really deal with the camera that much. This is actually something you have an advantage on for me, being one person that creates a ton of different games, is that you're constantly re-engaging with like the base project stuff of setting up a camera, but I really don't have to set up a camera very often, so it's like a weak spot for me. It's okay, we'll learn. I'm gonna leave it the way it is for now. Let's start programming. So what is he gonna need to do? He's gonna need to move. Gotta do move. We gotta do collision. I actually do want to do a jump. What are you trying to do with the camera? I can help out. I'm debating what I want it to look like, actually. I don't quite know what I want it to look like. I guess it depends on the jump, how easy the jump is to see. I'll tell you what. We're going to ignore the camera for now. Thank you for the offer, but we're going to ignore the camera. Let's do an assets layer, and then let's just put grass behind it. We're going to ignore the camera just for the moment. Because what I want to do is actually I want to program a jump and see how I like it. That's what I'm going to try to do. Shadow. Oh. Let's actually maybe I'll do black. And then let's I have a vision in my head. Do we scale this with code, or do I make it hard-coded? I could scale with code. I'll scale with code. Maybe that'll be easier. delete this. I don't think our character is going to be... that big. That looks pretty good for a shadow. Okay. Alright, let's just do some basic movement. Speed equals 2. How do I want to do the jumping? Am I going to have him actually jump but retain his position? Or do I have two modes that I have him go between? Ah, such a funny concept. Like a faux isometric 3D is kind of what I was thinking. But like as simple as possible. Because he could theoretically jump, but maybe the shadow position is going to be where he's at. Oh, that's weird to think about. How do people program that? The shadow always shows the position, and then his jump is just... Well, I guess we need to know if he's jumping, right? Is jumping. So if you press spacebar, if is jumping goes false. I have a vision. I've got to go and feed some rabbits. I'll be back in about an hour if you're still on. Sounds good, Steve. Good luck with the rabbits. Gotta feed rabbits. Your guys' lives are so interesting. I only get snippets of it through the internet. So if jumping is false, then is jumping equals true. So we jump with that. And then resolve jumping. Move. Maybe we do if is jumping. Do we want to be able to move during the jump? I like the idea of committing to jumps. That's funny to me. So if you're not jumping, then you can move. So then we do if. We're basically going to do this like 5 times. Right? I think so. Up. Down. Left. Right. And then so then we're gonna do WASDA for now. Are we? No, we do arrow keys. No, we're gonna do WASDA. I like WASDA better. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Ord W. So this is V speed equals negative speed. Speed equals speed. H speed equals negative speed. H speed equals speed. So speed is default 2. V speed is going to be 0. We're going to need jump speed too. -8. And then h speed is going to equal 0. Okay. So we now have something that gives us cursory movement. Down, left, right. Okay, so that's setting our speed. And then now we need to turn off. So if keyboard check. Actually, we don't want press. We just want keyboard check. My mistake. Press is only once. That's not going to work. So keyboard check. Board. I guess we're going to do this. Yeah, so we're going to do vertical unpressed, basically. So if you're not holding either for vertical, up or down, then your v-speed equals 0. And then we're going to do the same thing for our horizontal. I don't know if this is going to work as well as I think it is, but we're going to try it. Then your h-speed is set to 0. Okay, and then we have collision, which is going to be if place meeting, if not place meeting, x, y, par wall. Actually, let's just do solid. I want to make this solid. It's going to be a wall, but having it solid makes more sense in my head. All right, so this is a solid. So if we're not meeting a solid, can I do it all in one? No, that's weird. Let's do horizontal collision. If you're not meeting a solid plus h speed, then x plus equals h speed. And same thing for v speed. And this is our y. Okay. And then else. So if you are meeting it, while not place meeting x plus cosine? Sine? It's been forever since I've looked at this. I think it's cosine. X plus cosine of h speed y par solid while not meeting x plus equals cosine h speed. And then we're going to have breakout equals 10. Breakout is greater than 0. I don't want it to like freeze if my code is jank, so that's what that is. It's just preventing in case like there's an infinite loop because of that while, it'll always break out after 10. Maybe I can make it bigger. Let's do 20 steps. And this is going to be cosine of this. This is just so we get as close as possible to the wall so there's like no jank. Even though this might be jank. We'll see how this looks. That's kind of trippy. Alright, my guy doesn't move. Why doesn't he move? Y plus jumping is false. Is jumping false? Yeah. Minus equals speed. Speed is set. If not meeting par solid, x plus equals h speed. Else if meeting solid while not meeting. Should work. Keyboard check ord. Else if not. If or. Let me make sure I'm not setting my speed to 0 first. If I'm not hitting that. Oh, sorry, it should be and. That's true. There we go. If both of those are. There we go. Oh shit, this is jank. What the fuck? If that's not hit and that's not hit. That guy's coasting. You were AFK for a second. What's new? Well, we're getting our collision down. Maybe. For now, I'm... If not... There we go. Why does he jiggle during some of these? Maybe I need sine instead of cosine. Sine? There we go. That works. Okay, sweet. We got vague movement. Nice. That background's a little trippy, but now we got collision and we got movement. All right. Let's do player walk. Probably an easier way to get rid of that, but shoes. Player. Okay. Okay. What is new? We just got the walking. That's it. Oh, sorry. It's got to be in the shoes layer. It's got to be big. There we go. Doop. Doop. Down. Oh. We gotta actually... Let's separate these from the shoes layer too. Okay. And then let's put them on the shoes layer. Oh, I'm on the wrong layer. Let's put these on the shoes layer. There we go. Delete that. Duplicate that. Okay, now we got this down, and I want this to be stretched kind of forward and down is what I want. Let's bring out that edge there. So doop, doop. It should be kind of strained forward, if anything. And this is default position. So, it should be stretched more. Maybe it's just funnier if it looks like that. Yeah. Do they need to be connected? I kind of like the weird stretch. Okay. Mm-mm-mm. Needs to be upturned more. Okay. Do. And then this one. We're getting there. Oh. This is going to be this down. This is going to be that. Okay. It's coming together. Okay. So up, down, back, up. Then we need stretch down. So this has got to be down, but stretch down. Up, down. I feel like I gotta go here. Down, maybe more. Stretch down, back. I do like the stretch. Okay, we're getting there. Up, down, back, up, down, back. That might be too far. Let's do like here. Up, down, back, up, down, back. Yeah, that works. I like the down though. Oh. Back, up, down, back. So that's there. And then this is here, right? Oh. Okay. Okay, so it's actually the resetting to the beginning that makes it look a little weird. So if we remove, well, here, let me copy this. Can I? Okay, I got just the shoes on here. That's fine. I want to make sure the default standing animation is shoes, player as well. Okay. Just the shoes. Alright, Game Maker is... Oh, it's hidden. Alright. Game Maker's trolling me now. It's fine. Player... Why is there... Holy shit. The sprite is busted. Alright, let's duplicate this. Long-term stable release. My ass. What the fuck is that? Alright. Player. Stand. Okay. This is very chill. Might fall asleep watching. No problem, dude. Yeah, this is very chill. I'm doing a lot of thinking, so that's why I'm not yapping as much. I was like, I'm just trying to set our groundwork here. All right, so we got up, down, left, down. Oh wait. Up, down, back, up, down. Oh, I messed up. That's why it looks weird. Okay. Up, down. This is the, okay, we're gonna duplicate this. This is the extended shoe. So this needs, yeah, up, down. Okay. This needs to be here. Up, down. Wait, up, down, this, up, down. Oh, no, I just have this shoe wrong. Okay, my bad, my bad. Yeah, this needs to be normal. Which I think is here. There you go. Yeah, look at that. We got a walk animation. It's a little stiff. That's fine. So we're going to do up, down, this. And then now we just need to carry the motion forward. And as long as we carry the motion forward, it'll look like he's moving. So this rears back. And this comes up. So actually, I go back to default. So maybe if we rear this back one and lift up. Do we want to do that? Maybe we just lift up, back and up. Back and up. That kind of works. Okay. And then here's what we're going to do. On the down, we're going to have his hat bounce down too, I think. So down, up, and then maybe we'll have this go like that. Whoop. So down, back. Does that look right? I think so. Down, back, up. What does this look like? No, it looks jank. It looks jank. It looks jank. Don't do it. Down. Maybe this goes here. Like this. Kind of. Kind of. That'll work for now, honestly. Because it's like going to go down as he steps. Maybe I'll make it like this after the... Is this our down? Yeah, here. Nah, it looks a little fucking jank. Okay. I'm honestly fine with that. Let's just do that for now. Okay, we got to walk. Let's do our jump. Jump. So he's going to be kind of up. And then the shoes are going to be like, let's use the onion skin for this so we can get the right size. Okay. Then we're going to do show the soles of the shoe. I think we can afford more top of this one. Good enough. Okay. let's actually move this in. Okay. This is our jump. Nice. Okay. So now let's do animation. Object player, sprite, and then we're going to do, we can do animation in the end step. If speed not equals 0 and speed does not equal 0, then index equals player walk. If is jumping equals false. This is normal animation for not jumping. If either of those don't equal 0, well, sorry, if they do equal 0, then sprite index equals SPR player stand. Oh, I see. So if that and if speed does not equal 0 and that does not equal 0, if speed does not equal 0, or actually maybe here's what we need. We need to do the opposite. Maybe that makes more sense. If this equals 0 and this equals 0, then we're going to stand. Else, it's going to be a walk. That's better. Because then that's every edge case. Yeah, bro, look at that. Nice. All right, then let's do if the sine of h speed does not equal 0, then our image x scale equals the sine of our h speed. So this should account for the flipping of directions. Nice, dude. He's getting there. Did I make space do something? Oh yeah, space is jumping. That's why he stopped moving after that. Okay. All right, so if jumping is true, we gotta have our shadow equals no one right now. So if jumping is true, how do we want to jump? If jumping is true. Do I create a fake jumping platform? Yeah, let's do it that way. That sounds gimmicky and horrible. Yeah, dude, that's what we're gonna do. You guys are gonna love this. This is content. Here we go, dude. All right. Collision mask is automatic. Okay. This might be jank. But where would I be if I wasn't where I am? This is so jank. It's gotta work though, right? It's gotta work. I guess I could just use the shadow. This is so weird. Okay. It's weird, but it's funny. It's gotta work. It's so bizarre. Okay, let's see. Let's just test it. Let's test it. Let's see if I can get it to work. I have a vision in my head, but I'm not really sure what that looks like. So what I think is going to happen is the shadow going to be the jump solid? No. Let's make faux jump solid equal no one. All right, so when you jump, how is this going to work? How does this mechanically work? When you jump, you create instance layer. Oh, sorry, it's instance create layer. X, Y. It's going to be plus some amount. I don't know what that is right now. And what do we have? An instances layer? Is that what it is? Yeah, instances. Says layer. OBJ. Actually, this is going to be par fo jump solid. Maybe. It seems really weird, but I think that's how I'm going to do it. All right. So we create the jump solid. How far does this need to be to reach his toes? So he's currently at 18, and we're going down to 32. Is that going to work? I feel like it'll work. I feel like that works. Because then I'm going down. That's like, let's just do it. Let's see what happens. So plus 14 creates the jump solid. Okay. So now that the jump solid has been created, do I then gravity equals 1? Gravity is 1. I want to maintain our speed. So if we're moving, but then if he lands on a solid, what does that look like? I guess it doesn't matter because he could just jump again, couldn't he? Or should I make him get knocked by it? So many questions, but no answers. All right, well, I guess I'll do the jump first. So if he's jumping, I need a platformer v-speed, which equals 0. Right? Because we need to reduce. Yeah. Okay, so these are going to be like, these are our, let's derive it from speed first. Let's start with that at the beginning. So these are our like isometric variables. And these are going to be our faux platformer variables. Okay, so this is kind of kooky. And this is like other main variables. Okay, so how's this going to work? When jumping, you're going to ignore the collision of the world from the platformer. So this is like the platformer resolution. Okay, or sorry. This is the isometric resolution. So you're going to be able to walk around the world, okay? And then this jump is the platformer resolution. Since we wanted to include jumping in it, right? And you want to do like a bunch of mini games. I have a vision, okay? So we don't need this collision anymore. Okay, so this is when you jump, you create the solid. Okay, this is going to always maintain the same X value. Okay, but so then we got to do, so this is animation. And this is going to be our faux platform following only our X, but not our Y, because we're going to terminate on it. So then we got to do if instance exists faux jump solid, then with faux jump solid, it needs to X equals other.x. Okay, so this follows our X for terminating the jump. Okay, that's all it's going to do. So this is if pressed and not jumping. So this is the beginning of jump. If jumping is false. Actually, let's do this differently. Do I want to do subphases of jumping? Oh my god. Okay, wait. No. If jumping is false. Let's just do this. Okay. So if you press this, it starts the jump sequence. So we create the solid. And then else. This is the resolution of jumping. Resolve jumping. We'll deal with the shadow later. So create the instance underneath our feet. And then we're going to... So now our platformer V speed is going to equal our jump. So we're giving ourselves a jump. Yeah. And then is jumping is true. Okay, I think that's all we need. So now for the resolution of jumping. So our X is going to equal plus equal our H speed. Our Y is going to plus equal our platformer V speed. That's going to be at the end of our thing. So this is resolving movement. I'll maybe add some kind of collision at some point. I don't know. Is that how I want to do it? Do I need a knocked variable? I got to figure that out. Knocked equals false. Okay, we'll deal with that in a second. So this is working. So now we need gravity. Gravity. And then at the end of this, we got to check faux solid collision. Ooh, is that what we got to do? No, we actually need something like this. For that, right? Yeah, I think we just need the same thing again. Yeah, let's do this again, except it's going to be plat V speed, and there's going to be no horizontal collision. Right? I think it's just vertical, because we're only checking vertical. Well, if I decide to add horizontal collision. Okay, let's leave that in for now. Assuming you're not meeting par faux jump solid. So let's change this. And then this is checking our plat V speed. Also, we need to terminate our normal V speed too. It's got to equal 0. And then we maintain H speed for committing to jumps, you know? Like we're committing to the jumps, but we're removing that. All right, vertical and horizontal collision, faux jump solid, platform V speed. Okay, and then now we need gravity. Gravity's gotta happen. So this is gonna be if plat V speed is greater than is less than 0, because negative is up, and plat V speed plus equals gravity. Does that work? And then we have if place meeting xy plus 1 obj par faux solid. If we're meeting the solid, then is jumping equals false. We're not jumping anymore with Oh, we're not storing our solid. Do we need to? There might be more than one. Faux jump solid. Faux jump solid equals that. Yeah, because we're checking that. We're moving it with us. We're gonna make this our faux jump solid. Okay. If we're meeting the faux jump solid with the faux jump solid, it's gonna destroy itself. You're packing so many boxes. Damn, dude. How are you, Fuzzy? How you doing? How's packing? Didn't you just move recently? I was gonna ask you that. Hopefully it's going well, the packing boxes. Getting everything packed and move to another state again? How's life been treating you? Then we're gonna do instance destroy. So our jumping stops. We destroy. Yeah, lol. Busy. Yeah, I was gonna say, you've been hella busy, bro. I love the look of your rat game that you were making. That looks awesome. I'll also respond to your message soon. That is cool. You get to keep moving around. Do you enjoy it? You just want to be somewhere else? All that money you made from your games, dude? Destroy. Faux jump. Underneath us. And then I guess we can set our plat v-speed to 0. I think that works. Destroy that. Set jumping to false, which means you can jump again. This resolves that. I feel like that works. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, and then we can... Okay, we didn't make it far. We got upwards. All right, hold on. So let's do else sprite index equals SPR player jump. Okay, so if we're jumping, it equals jump. All right, what happened here? It's supposed to... Oh, sorry. Do we even need to check for less than 0? No, we just need to add gravity. Let's just add gravity and see what that looks like. Because it's stopping at 0. That makes sense. Oh, nice. Oh, we're getting there, bro. My vision, it's coming to life. We're getting there. We're getting there. All right, hold on. So now we need to do, like, way bigger, right? Like 12? Okay. Hold on. This vision's getting close. Then we need a player layer. Player. This is just instances. So he's on the player layer. How's this look? Okay. Nice. Okay. It's working pretty good so far. I feel like I need more speed though. Oh shit. Why did he flatten, bro? What's happening, dude? It's an animation, right? Sine? Is it cosine? What am I thinking of? Do I gotta open my jump off the bridge to see? What are the angles and distance? Oh, we got a lot to choose from. Maybe it's d cosine. Or D sign. Oh god, that's even worse. I gotta look at Jump Over the Bridge. Why can't I think of what it is off the top of my head? Whoop, wrong program. Reference our code. I feel like it was signed, but maybe I'm wrong. I've been using it so often, I don't even remember. Let's close this. Search and replace. H speed equals image x scale. Let's look for that. Huh? Maybe we check the player animation script. Scripts. Animations. Oh god, I have it set up like this? Oh lord. Oh, actually, let me look at the collision code while I'm at it. See if I got it right off the top of my head. Why? Oh, it's sign, bro. God damn, dude. I knew it was something simple. It's just sign. There we go. Okay, now we're cooking with fire. I thought it was weird. It's because I'm using all the cosine stuff and I'm doing all this triangle stuff in my other game. I knew it was sign, dude. I fucking knew it. I knew it. Because basically it's just returning like whatever the sign of the thing is. So like if H speed is negative or positive, it just grabs the sign of it. That's what we're trying to do. We're just trying to grab only the sign. All right, this should work. Yeah, bro. Yeah. Yeah. He feels a little bit too quick though. Can we do diagonals? Oh, you can't. No, you can't do diagonals. Do we want to be able to do diagonals? Oh, but then we can't do up jumps. Oh, man. No, we got to fix that. Oh, but then we have to make the shadow move up. Fuck. Let's remove this. Plus equals v speed. X plus equals h speed. This adds y. ISO resolution. Then maybe we move this. Says I don't have an active YouTube stream. What the hell is that? Oh, it looks like it's active to me. Okay, well. Let's see here. What if I just do y plus equals other v speed? Does that work? works. Nice. Fucking nice, dude. Nice. Oh yeah, bro. All right, it's jank though. It's jank. It's a bit jank. Let's do my knocking actually. So then we gotta do. Okay. We got to do if meeting this. Okay. Am I on a wall? So then we do if place meeting x, y, par solid. Then we have to do something else. We need a knocked sprite. Let's do like this. Like that. Hey Thomas, how are you? It's been forever, dude. How are you doing? How's life? I think we're gonna do this, and then I'll reorient the hat. Yeah. And we'll do like, maybe his body shifts? Just a bit or something? Yeah. Actually, I need this to shift too. Just slightly. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, now we're gonna do like him like this. And then maybe the hat will be like messed up. Like it's knocked wildly. Yeah, I like the gimmickiness of it. It looks kind of silly. Like that. Okay. So he kind of does look knocked. Maybe I'll do it over one. And move the shoes over. Yeah, I like that. Maybe shoes are higher. Ah, that works. Okay. So then, player knocked. All right. So I'm trying to visualize how I'm going to do this. Life is a bitch as always. How are you doing? What are you doing? Yeah, life does treat you like that sometimes, doesn't it? All right, so I'm actually making a small Frankenstein project. I was playing this Heroes of the Seven Isles game, and I was talking about some things I wanted to do, and something I really wanted to do was a Frankenstein project wherein I work on the project for like a little bit, like a couple days or something, and I pass it along to somebody else, and they work on it for a couple days, and then we pass it on, and we just keep doing that, and then after the game is done, well, whatever, once everybody's cycled through it however many times they want to, then that's like it. So I'm working on my base project since they were like, well, why don't you start the base? So I'm starting the base, and this is what it looks like so far. I'm just gonna do like a small thing, work on it for a few days, and then that'll be all she wrote, basically. So I'm working on that, and then I also have more jump off the bridge shit to do, and then I also, since you haven't been here in a while, I've been working on a blobber. It's like a dungeon crawling game. I want to do a local multiplayer blobber thing, so I can show you that real quick. So this is like above the skill level that I have. This is like kind of, it's a lot of work for me to like learn how to do this, but I'm doing it in Game Maker. So I have like a town area that I started working on. You can like enter the buildings and stuff. And then I just started working on combat. So like if I'm adjacent to a creature, it'll automatically start the battle. And then I just got the menus programmed in for like basic stuff, but I don't have the actual attack combat resolution thing happening yet. So all I have to do, I press escape and I kill the enemy basically. But I'm like testing making a multiplayer blobber. So how it'll work is each person will control any number of the characters. So I could have like one person control 3 and the other person control 1, or 4 people, each one controls 1 character, whatever. But it's going to be like a local multiplayer thing. One person's going to drive the entire blob of the party through the dungeon, and then the rest of the people will be able to use their spells and items and stuff, and then you can go buy stuff in town. I want to do some smaller form projects. That's what I'm doing. But I'm slightly distracted today because I wanted to make the Frankenstein projects. That's what we're doing. And then other than that, and outside of like game development stuff, I'm doing a bunch of house renovation work stuff for money, so that I can pay bills while I work on games, basically. That's like the constant. It's like do work, make money, pay for bills, and then work on my stuff. That's basically all I'm doing right now. So it's going pretty good. As good as it can be. As good as it can be, considering everything's going. But I like how this is shaping up. So let's do our wall knock now. So how does this work? We need the knock code to basically just ignore every other piece of code. Well, actually, knocked equals true. If we hit the wall, knocked equals true. If knocked equals true, else. Right index equals SPR player knocked. So if knocked is true, maybe we just hspeed equals negative hspeed? Is that what we're doing? I think that's what we're doing in the step event, though. So if knocked is equal false, how do I do this? If I'm not knocked, I was just wondering, do you watch Forsen? I don't really watch any creators. Like I usually go, it's hard to say. I don't really watch Twitch stream stuff. I do like Forsen's community. They're great. And I've obviously made a bunch of jokes for their stuff, but I don't watch him like consistently. I don't really watch any streamers. Sometimes I'll like dabble, but like I'll watch you guys if you guys are streaming and stuff like that. But or like I've seen Brent stream and stuff like that. That's about it. I don't endeavor to watch the streamer stuff. Do you watch Forsen? Are you a big Forsen fan? They were really nice to, like, he was one of the early guys that played Jump Off the Bridge, so that's why I engaged with the community a lot and played a lot of their, did a lot of the memes and stuff with them and played around. Same thing with Moon Moon. I'm not a Moon Moon watcher, but my cousin was a huge Moon Moon fan, so I did a bunch of the stuff once he played my game, basically. So, but yeah, I don't really watch the personality stuff that much. The streamers, I should say. The only streamer I kind of really like, which I don't watch his like main streams, I prefer the cut down streams, is Grand Pooh Bear. I like his he does like games no one could beat series, where he plays like an old game until he beats it, basically, and then they do like a super cut down to like 40 minutes compared to like the 10 hours of stream type shit. I like his stuff. But how do I do this knocked thing? Am I knocked? If I'm meeting a wall, knocked equals false, knocked equals true. So maybe what we do is we else this is Forsenbach. Not meeting a wall. If knocked is false, then I want to basically set the platformer v-speed again, because I want it to be like j-speed divided by 2. What is that, 4? Maybe I'll make it like 6. Oh no, I don't want that. Let's just make it -6. And then our h-speed, whatever our horizontal thing was going to be, is going to equal our image x scale. So whatever direction we're facing times h speed, we want the opposite of that. So the negative of our image x scale times h speed, that'll be backwards. I think that works. But then how do I get out of a knock? So knocked equals false. So if meaning that, knocked. The problem is we're going to permanently be in the Boolean of knocked world. It's only on or off. It's not started. So we hit the solid and we've been knocked. So we're going up again. And then if we meet the faux jump solid again, if we meet that, maybe knock doesn't even need to be false. No, it doesn't need to be false because we got to start it. I really do watch Forsen. He reminds me of the old Twitch and the good old times of the internet. It's crazy to me that he did not change a lot and he's still there with 10K people watching his stream. So yes, I do watch Forsen. Yeah, I do like his style. It does feel like old internet because it's not like, you know, the production doesn't increase. It's just him chilling. He's like just a normal dude. I do like that aspect of it. I feel like that's a lot of his draw. It's like him just being like a normal guy. He's not gonna, even though he's got 10,000 people watching, he's not gonna like scale up his camera or anything. Like, he doesn't care. I like that aspect of it. I think it really preserves the old internet vibe. So you're right about that. His community is also really funny. Those guys are great. Yeah, the problem with this is I'm setting knock and I'm not getting out of it. Maybe I do... Do I do phases? I need 3 forms. Because every time I collide... Ooh, actually, what I'll do... If I'm meeting the faux jump solid and... Wait, does this work? Hold on, does this work already? Oh, kinda. Kinda works. Okay, so horizontal works, but vertical does not work. No, horizontal doesn't work. Basically what's going to happen is if you hit these, you're going to back up, is what I want it to do. I want it to back up whatever direction you were going. I'm planning to join his new community Minecraft server he started. That's pretty funny. He's got a Minecraft server. That's awesome. Okay, we're close. We're really close. If knocked equals false. Do we even need that? Knocked equals true. This should just infinitely move us, doesn't it? Won't it? Oh, God. Okay, that's not what we want. Permanent suspension. It does work, though, because you have to both be meeting the faux jump solid and the par solid. And if you're meeting both of those solids when you collide at the ground, then knocked equals true. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do if HP is never going to not equal 0. Well, it could equal 0. Not equals 0. And then if vSpeed does not equal 0. We want the opposite of whatever our hspeed is, right? So then we do vSpeed equals whatever the opposite of vSpeed is, right? Rabbits fed. Welcome back, Steve. We're getting pretty close to a base project here. I have a vision. I have a vision. Oh, God. I have a problem. I have a problem. I've beaten the streamer level and jumped out the rouge recently and had to skip the self-doubt level, unfortunately. I don't know how to finish it. Well, if you think about self-doubt conceptually, you might be able to beat it. It's actually a lot easier than you're probably imagining. That's great. I actually did notice that you beat it recently. I was looking at my thing and I was like, oh, nice. I think I even upvoted it. Yeah, I saw that. I was like, dude, this is awesome. You beat the streamer level? Level's hard as hell. I think I did it on stream too. But, okay, here's what I gotta do. We're gonna do if knocked equals false. That's when you set this thing. Because I only want it to set the first instance of, yeah. This flips your direction and sends you backwards on wall collision. Okay. Okay, and then if we go like here, nice. Okay, we're getting there, dude. We're getting there. Oh, dude. That's kind of a cool mechanic. Now I just need to make sure, yeah. How do I gotta do this? Because there's a problem with, because we're tall-ish. Okay. Does that work? I feel like it works. It kind of just works. There's a fun mechanic here. It's kind of weird, but it's pretty good. Do I want... I don't know. I feel like it works. This is just gimmicky enough that it might work. So we got jumping, right? So what we wanted to do is we were talking about the Frankenstein project. We wanted a game. What did you say earlier, Steve? Like a game that has jumping that's... Yeah, a game based on jumping that isn't a platformer, right? So this isn't a platformer. It's isometric. Yeah, see, there's a little bit of jank because of how big our sprite is. Okay. It's a game of jumping that isn't a platformer, so we got that. Reminds me of when you punch a bomb in Bomberman. Yeah, it is kind of like Bomberman. Bad jumps could cost energy or something. Yeah, you could do energy, health, something. Yeah, we should probably have health. The game should probably... Let me do the shadow next, and then, because I gotta leave in, like, less than an hour to go to an appointment with my girlfriend for her health. a doctor's appointment. So let's see if we can get the shadow done, and then I'll go eat something, and we'll call it a day. And then I'll work on it for, I don't know, a couple days, and then I'll pass it to you guys. We got to figure out who wants it next. And then I got to do a teach thing for you, Steve, too. I didn't really explain my code very much, so I got to add more stuff in here that'll explain it. Maybe I'll do like a stream thing where I go through and talk about game making code so that it makes all sense. Yeah, we'll figure something out. Once I get the base game in there, then we can go from there. But let's do the shadow next. So we're going to create a shadow, basically, when you jump. So is jumping. So if you're jumping, shadow is going to do much of the same. And what is the... Yeah, okay. That works. So now our jump solid, we're going to make invisible. And then we're going to create a shadow for the player. So the shadow's created. Okay. And then what we're going to do... How doth we want to do this? We need it to scale based on distance from the shadow. Okay. Well, what we're going to do is... Actually, we're going to do like the same thing as this. So if the shadow exists, with the shadow's always going to maintain X and V. Okay, it's going to be basically the same thing, except it needs to scale proportionally. Based on the distance away we are. How do we do that? Well, we have 1 divided by my... Ah, shit, that doesn't work, does it? My y minus the other dot y? 1 divided by... Although this is always going to be... Oh, fuck. Math, dude. What does this look like? Scale. Where the hell is my shadow? Oh, we don't have a shadow. My bad. We gotta create a shadow. Whoop, I fucked up. Okay, we need a... yeah, sorry. I created it in code, but I didn't... Yeah. What does this look like? What the hell is happening? Oh, it's because I'm looking for the wrong thing. Okay, hold on. Yeah, sorry. My bad. Okay, shadow, and let's actually make sure it is destroyed too. With shadow. Okay. What? Now it's poop. What's poop? The game? Shadow. We're creating the shadow, right? Instances. Oh, maybe this is gotta go. A shadow of a poop. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, it's a shadow of a poop. That's what I thought you were saying. No, I figured. I didn't take it the wrong way. I just wasn't sure what you meant. Yeah, now it's poop. How does... Why is it not? Damn, the text lag. That's funny because I don't get any drop frames, but I think YouTube for some reason... Can I make YouTube faster? I have more people watch on YouTube, I think. I have to look at that. Maybe it's something to do with the multi-streaming? Oh, I have output settings for YouTube. Oh, I have a bit rate. I'll look at that later. I'll see if I can make your text lag faster. Or less, I guess. If that makes sense. Alright, why is our shadow destroying? I have a feeling... Oh, it's probably not destroying. It's probably just invisible because of my shitty scale stuff. Alright. So we need it to, based on the distance away, get smaller. What does that look like? So do we do clamp? Scale? And it's going to be a minimum of 0.25 to 1. So it has to exist. I guess it doesn't. It doesn't have to. It doesn't have to exist if it doesn't want to. It does not. How does this work? How do we clamp? Oh, speed equals clamp. My bad. Scale equals clamp. Okay, it's a little small. What if we do point... No, 0.5 is too big. 3.5. Okay, so it's always defaulting to the smallest one. So we got to figure out our scale now. So... How doth I make it so that based on the distance proportionally away, it's either... It starts at 1... for it being close. Well, we need to make sure that this equation equals 1 when it's close, right? So if my y minus the other y divided by 0, no, it's just going to be divided by... This is like a ChatGPT question is what this is. Let's see if I can solve it with my own brain first before I default to that. We could... how do I solve that? So I have 1 is what it starts at. So I know that in the beginning, based on the distance between the y of both objects, I need the equation to equal 1. So whatever the outcome of it is, it has to be 1 to start. So hypothetically... that means the distance between objects is going to be 0. So it's going to be... But if it's 0 apart, how do I account for that 0? I feel like a math wizard would be really good at this. I know the question, but I don't know how to find the answer. I could alternatively do the stupid person way and do 14 frames like of the shadow, and then it does the images proportional to that, but I feel like doing the code is easier. So we have the distance between both. But how do I force that into a scale of 0 to 1? Can you start it at 0.1? That's an interesting idea. Start it at 0.1. I'm basically adjusting the 1, which is why I'm using division. So maybe I do... Yeah, maybe we try your thing of 0.1. Plus 0.1? So the distance minus that plus 0.1, does that work? No, it keeps getting small. So let's say the distance between these is, oh no. Okay. Let's ask the internet. Let's ask the AI bots. I don't have the math wizardry required for this. All right. I have a shadow underneath the player that I want to scale based on the y distance from it, basically. The range will be 0.35 to 1, 1 being when there is no y distance between them. How do I do that? Let's see what it says. You're very close. The main issue is that 1 divided by y gives a hyperbolic curve, which means the shadow shrinks extremely fast at first and then barely changes. It also requires the 0.1 hack to avoid division by 0. Yeah, that's what I was having trouble with. Usually for shadow, you want a linear interpolation between the max height and scale. Okay, so this is what a linear interpolation is. Oh, it uses lerp. Okay, let's see what their solution looks like, and then we'll play with it. So this is my solution. Let's save my solution. And let's see if we can understand what's happening here. So that max height looks pretty big right off the bat, but let's see what that looks like. Okay. Now what if I adjust this to a lower height? Oh, that's even faster. All right, let's do bigger. Is that going to be slower? Oh, yeah. I feel like that works pretty good. All right, let's see if we can understand it now. So the height where the shadow reaches the minimum size. That makes sense. I wanted some variation there. Then this distance between those is just taking the absolute value of the distance between both of those. So if it's like negative 14, it's just going to be 14. Okay, then t clamps the distance divided by max height. So the distance, let's say it's like 10 divided by our max height. Okay, and this is going to be... Wait, it's taking that value. Equals that. Okay, so t is going to equal that value. And then it clamps it between the minimum and maximum of 0 to 1. What does lerp do? I've used lerp before, but I'm not quite understanding. You can find the value that equates to a position between two other values of a given percentage. Oh, I see. So we're converting t to a percentage, and then we're lerping between the values. So we want a minimum of 3, 5, and 1. And then, oh, I see. So we're dividing our height by the distance from the object, and then we're converting that to a percentage, and then that's what the scale becomes. Okay, I sort of get it. That's interesting. I think I understand. Okay. Nice, dude. Look at that. Okay. We live in a modern era. Well, I feel like I learned math today, so that's cool. All right, we have a basic thing going on here. Let's is there anything else we want to do at this moment? I don't think so. Let's just place some more solids because I want to see what that looks like. I want some like bigger chunks of space. Looks like the shadow turns into a foot. That's kind of funny. It does kind of look like it turns into a foot. The shadow actually needs to be on the player layer, now that I'm thinking about it. Because we're technically above. Maybe I need a shadow layer specifically, but let's just put on the player layer and see what that does. Oh, will it be above us then? Yeah, that's a problem. We need a shadow layer. A whole layer just for a shadow. It's got to be under the player, but above the instances. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it looks better. Okay. So a game with jumping that isn't a platformer. Okay. Secured. Nice. So then maybe what I need to do, since the next thing I imagine that I got to do is room transitions, so that everybody can make different rooms if they want to. Since I am the lead commander of the base project for the Frankenstein thing, I got to set some of the groundwork. So I need to create room transitions so that we can go between rooms with our character. Yeah. And then I need to... Do I need to define gameplay? I guess I do. What the hell is our gameplay going to be? An RPG? It's kind of gimmicky, but I do enjoy it. Actually, what I want to do is I want 2 frames for the knocked, I think. Whoop. 2 frames of animation for the knocked. I think I want to do this, 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 this. And then let's do a shuffle back. And then like this inward. Maybe this goes out. Maybe this goes up. Maybe this goes down. The grass is mental. Yeah, that wasn't my intention for the grass. It's just what had happened on accident because I put it in the background. I can't actually tell. Is that animating? Oh, it's not animating. It's not animating because it's changing sprites somewhere. So in the end step we have if knocked equals true. So then we gotta do if sprite index does not equal SPR player knocked. Then we set it to knocked. Same thing for walk. if sprite does not equal, whoop, opposite, then we set it to walk so that it actually plays through the whole thing. Is that even? I don't think it's working. Huh. If knocked equals true. I guess let's just see. Let's do that. The player reminds me of a lemming from the game. Yeah, that makes sense. He does kind of look like a lemming. He's got lemming energy. Alright, then I want to check this. No, it does work. Okay. Deny player knocked. Am I just not seeing the animation change? 15 frames. Okay, let's test it by giving it a bigger knock then. Like 26. I think it is working, but I just, oh yeah, it is. I just can't see it because it's just not differentiating enough. Well, then why don't we do, oh, let's move his nose. Maybe that's what we gotta do. Let's shift his nose a bit. Maybe you'll visually be able to see that better. Maybe that's too much. That's too stark of a difference. Let's do like here. Or maybe we need a stark difference so you can actually see it. I don't know, let's see what that looks like. What if we do he turns blue when he's knocked, you know? He's like disappointed. He's sad or something. I don't like that saturation. Let's try that. Yeah, fine. We're leaving it. I don't care. I'll change it later. Okay. I got 30 minutes before I'm getting picked up. I think I got enough time to eat something. Alright, this is the start of the Frankenstein project. You're like a little lemming dude. Yeah, Game Maker editing looks so much better than... The sprite editing is really easy. Their sprite editor is okay. It's kind of janky sometimes, but I learned all of the hotkeys for it, so it's like super easy. Like if I need wand, just W. If I need to draw, it's just D. If I need to select, it's S. Like you can do everything pretty much like near the WASD thing. If I need to like, I don't know, grab something, I can Control X, remove it. I can press X to swap it. Like it's really fast. Once you learn all these hotkeys for everything, at least as many as you use, like the fill tool is just F. Like it's super fast. I wish they need to put some work into changing the sprite editor a little bit, but the hotkeys is really nice. So, very simple to get into for sprite editing. And since it's all like in there, it's just nice. It's been forever since I've seen the construct sprite editing, so I don't remember what that looks like. Most people though, they just use Ace Sprite for everything. So, all right, this is the This is the beginning of our Frankenstein project. Let's I'm gonna need to do some kind of like camera work. I haven't decided how I want it to look yet. Maybe once we figure out what type of game it looks like whether I'm doing an RPG and I have some UI elements or something, maybe that's what I'll decide what it looks like. But I'll do the room transitions later, and then this is it for now. You commit to your jumps. It's got collision. You can walk around. It's pretty much got everything I wanted. A game with jumping without being a platformer. That's it. That's all she wrote. I don't know where the Sandman element's going to come into it, but for now, that's what we got. So thank you for watching. Have a good rest of your day. Take it easy. Thank you guys for coming out. And I'm out. And we'll continue this shortly.